Happy Juneteenth, everybody. Hope everybody had a great Father's Day weekend. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I believe we're live. Hopefully, you guys. Let's see what we actually have up here. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yep, that's correct. Cool. All right. Good morning, Paige the marketer. Good morning, Lachey. Good morning, Henry. Good morning, Eric. Good morning, Cobus. It's going to be a slow day. It's not going to be a busy day at all. It's not going to do it. But we don't need it to. We've already made thousands of dollars regarding this. So we're very, very happy on that regard. Oh, I can leave this open now. Full screen. I forgot. Ha! Good morning, JIS. Good morning, Henry Chasen. Good morning, Gavin. All right, I'm about to fire up TikTok. I have to remember to keep everything clean over there, so do not let me cuss or say any bad words or jump anybody or shove them into the ground like I do, please. There's some trades I have going from last night and from last week. I do have longer term trades on other ones going also. These are from last night, the top two. The other three trades on the bottom are from last Friday. And you all can be in these same exact trades. Should be in these exact trades, actually. All right, let me go ahead and fire up TikTok real quick. How do I do this? Okay, let's see. Go live. Yep, looks like I have volume. Good morning, D Nice. Good morning, EA8851. Good morning, Cameron Delagucci. Good morning. I know I'm not saying it right. Good morning, Steve Harris. Good morning, Gavin. Good morning, everybody. Happy Juneteenth to everybody, by the way. Never even heard of the holiday, but I think it's obviously a good thing. So Trump brought it up years ago. We're going to go live on TikTok, and I think I'm ready. The topic is going to be education, live trading, thesafetytrade.com. There we go. Go live. Wish me luck. All right. I believe we're live on TikTok. I think the video is actually clearer on TikTok. I think the sound is also better on TikTok. Juneteenth. Yes, sir. We did post that up here too. See if I can get it to go. This is inside of our Discord. And oops, looks like Keith wrote that. Let me check that too. And we do have these trades going for us right now. Yay, we'll check each one of those out while I took them. Again, the market will be closed earlier today. Some symbols won't trade or trade stop earlier. I don't know. I'll probably stay on for a little bit. I don't know how long today. I'll probably get you some more. I don't expect any big movement at that point. I really don't. I don't. But I think y'all can see and hear me. I think you can see and hear me better on TikTok than you can YouTube. I'm not sure on that, but if you're pushing, push comes to shove, I do believe that's it. Patrick C. Did you get my messages this morning, Patrick? I tried patching. I tried messaging and emailing. All right. Anybody have any questions before I get rolling this morning? Because technically I can only post the first 10 minutes. So I think I'm going to go ahead and post the first 10 minutes. TikTok's looking way better. Yay, Cody. Thanks for saying so. Yeah, better. So, oh, so Cody, you're saying it's better than YouTube? Awesome. Again, I don't know how long I'll be able to keep this because TikTok put me on a probationary period for 1 week. Something I had to produce so many two 25-minute things, which is obviously not an issue, but the sound on YouTube has been much better lately. Thank you for trying all the different mics. Oh, I have no, it shouldn't even, what's funny about that is there shouldn't be any sound on YouTube at all. I don't have a microphone plugged in. It's somehow picking it up from TikTok. I have no idea how there's sound to YouTube right now. Isn't that the funniest thing I've ever heard? Yeah, YouTube's always been delayed. They just have a delay. That's not even an issue. They've had delays all the time. Camera dealers in YouTube. Good morning. Oh, you ready to go, Patrick? Awesome, brother. Good morning, Marlon. Good morning, Josh. Good morning, Patrick. Patrick's season to be our guest host this morning. Good morning, Richard. Good morning, Cam. Good morning, Steve. Good morning, Ryan. Good morning, Aaron. Good morning, Steve. Yeah, and I don't know how, Steve. I have no idea how YouTube's even picking up volume. The microphone that's plugged in for YouTube is off. The only microphone I have plugged in is for TikTok, and it's on my laptop. I have a tower. Well, if you really want to know what I had going right now, you would die. I have two laptops, three towers going, and the only two that have a microphone plugged in. One is a tower that has it off. One is my laptop that goes to TikTok, which is on. So how this is even picking up sound on YouTube, I have no. I do know it goes off when I go off of TikTok. Then I do is tap on my other microphone. So I don't know what the fuck. Oh, what the heck? What the heck's going on? But yeah. I'm about to call out the symbols, the 14 symbols this morning. Good morning, Stefan. Good morning, Monique. Good morning, Thomas. Wonder where you were, Thomas. Good morning, user 5797. Good morning, Strictly Pacoda. Good morning, Storm and Norman. Good morning, Larry. All right. So we're about to have Patrick come on. Hey, Patrick, do you have a lot of people? Can I somehow share multi-guest? Do you have enough where we can go multi-guest with you? I'm going to see something here. Good morning, Waleed. Good morning, Becky Manderson. Botnator. Oh, look at you, Botnator. I can get you on there. Janelle, I can get on here. Ryan, I can get on here. Now, Kuna Looney Magwas, I can get on there. Ibrahim and Larry Cooper, I can get on here. But Patrick, you don't have enough people yet. So what we'll do is we'll wait, and I will do that with Patrick live right now. Now, I don't know where to put this speaker thing, by the way, Patrick. Oh my gosh. I don't know what to do. Let's get it on TikTok. I don't know how. You don't have enough followers, evidently, on TikTok. If everyone that's listening goes over and follows Patrick, we can have enough people on there. But we don't have enough people on there. Happy Juneteenth, everybody, and I hope you all had a very, 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 very nice Father's Day. This is what we post in our Discord, and wishing that to everybody. I want you all to remember that the short and trading day today, not as many trades today. Do not dare email us asking about the advanced training today. It's in your type form. Instead of being a lazy, silly person, actually go to your type form and look what it says about the advanced training. Matter of fact, I'm deleting that. I don't know who sent that message right now, but you're getting deleted. Bree will have to find you from the grave, I guess, because you're not going to be responded to. You will not do this. I don't know who you are, but you're done. See ya. Not doing. And Peter, we have a message from you I haven't responded to about the TV and such. I sure will soon. Nope, we're not dealing with that. Morning, Jeff. Good morning. All right, guys. What time is it? Let's do me and Patrick running through these things. Shit, not you. All right, fine. Crypto Fox and no echo on YouTube. How? I have no idea. Bad echo. You are echo. What? There's an echo on TikTok? I have no idea why there's an echo on TikTok. None. There wasn't the other yesterday when we tested it. There wasn't any when I did this. Morning candle envy. Maybe when I went to the live chat, but I took the live chat down. All right. I don't know if that's any better on TikTok. I took down the live chat. Is it any better now? The multi-guest chat. So it's still bad. I sort of got. I think I'm just gonna have to flip back to my phones and just have you guys have bad pictures. 'Cause I don't know about the sound shit on TikTok. Oh, I know why. Now watch. Now it's better. Watch. Watch. Is it better now? I guarantee it's better now. Right? Yep. It's because I accidentally, when I was telling you I had the other microphone, I touched the other microphone. The other microphone is touch sensitive and it flipped on. That's why I did that. That's funny. That's funny. What's up, Trapper Todd? My best friend growing up was named Todd. What's up, Crypto Fox? Good morning. Good morning, user 7404. Good morning, Erica. Good morning, Patrick. Patrick, I'm about to call Patrick. Patrick is our guest host today. Patrick, expect a phone call in about 3 seconds if I can get my little phone open. Get over here. I don't know what the hell I did with the number. Ah, da dee da 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 dee da 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 da. Let's go over to Discord and here. Poor Patrick phone number. I don't think he wants the world seeing his phone number. And negative. And here we go. And there we go. Yep, ready to go. Awesome. Let me see where that number is. I know it's my phone, but I'm not using that. Let's see if we get this on. Finally, won two in a row. Oh no. Do you guys still have sound on TikTok and you guys still have sound on YouTube? Because I just did my speaker. Oh, oh, yep. Okay, here we go. Ah, shit. Hold on. Boop, boop, boop. Patrick giving you a call now, brother.
Good morning.
Patrick.
There he is.
What's up, Patrick? Can you hear me somehow?
I hear you just fine. Yeah.
Awesome. Can people on TikTok hear Patrick and myself, and on YouTube can you hear Patrick and can you hear myself? Let's see before we get going here. Patrick, you want to talk to him and sing a song, maybe?
Hello, hello. TikTok.
Yes, they can hear you. Awesome.
All
Yes,
right.
they also
Safety
can.
trade people. Let's get it started.
Oh, Janine's trying to call. Oh no. Tell my sister no. All right. Good morning, Kay. Sure. Good morning, user 704. Good morning, Larry. Good morning, Brexit. Good morning, Precious Pips. Morning, Precious.
Good morning, Bree.
Morning, Apollonia. Good morning, Henry. Good morning, Carl. I say good morning, everybody. Good morning, Lachey. Good morning, Steve Harris. Good morning, Harry. Good morning, Neil. Good morning, Gab. Good morning, Becky. Good morning, Neil. Good morning, Philip St. Clair. And good morning, Kim, the candle envy lady. Well, I can't show her candles anymore. I can't put it up in front of the thing. All right, Patrick, how was your Father's Day weekend, sir?
Fabulous weekend. We
Nice.
truly enjoyed the entire weekend.
Nice. And happy Juneteenth to you, by the
Happy Father's Day to you guys.
way. All right. So, Patrick, quick little intro. We should whip through, if you don't mind. Let's whip through the 14 pairs together. I got to pull this off. Hold on. As I do usually by myself. But before we do that, can you give everybody a quick little once over on what brought you here and what you're doing and how successful you are and what you do for a living and that type of thing so they get a good idea?
I came off vacation, just like all the rest of you guys. Just stumbled across a guy that throwing out calls and flipping through charts, and you continuously see him win over and over and over and over. And you're like, come on, this can't be real. And he's on here every day doing it, and he's calling it before it happens. And then he starts showing you how the charts work, and it's red, green, and then we got people singing Dora songs, and we're like, what the hell's going? It's fun trading. It's not, we're not banging our heads against the desk, just trying to put a line here, put a line there, watch back there, and we're winning, and you're continuously winning, and you're like, what the hell's going on here? So you watch for a week, and then you're like, then you start getting addicted, and you're like, I gotta check out. So like and follow, and you get all his alerts. And this guy hopped on 2-3 times a day, and he's not sugarcoating it. And you're like, I'm interested, and then you're hooked, and then it's an addiction. And now 9 months later, here we are. I'm talking to you live on phone.
I know, isn't that awesome? How you doing with the system? Did you win right away? Did you suck? Did you
No,
quit a
no.
few
Like I
times?
said
People are
before,
very inspired by that.
you get the system, you get eager, and you're like, oh, I could do this, I could do this, and you don't really know the system like you think you do, and you blow up an account, you're like, and then you get down on yourself, and then you get yelled at by Kevin, and you get a pep talk, the guy cares. It's not just trying to take his $500. This guy's not living off the $500 you pay him. Trust me. And this guy's on vacations for 2 months here, a month there, goes to New York for the weekend. I mean, it's $500.
Going to Italy for 2 months coming
This
up.
is not his living. And so you pull up the first account, you restart, you're like, okay, I'm going to do it, exactly. And then you start getting too comfortable, and you're like, well, I think it's going to go this way, even though it tells you it's going this the other way. So you play what you think instead of what you know. And then you just need to reset or refocus. And then the third time, everything just kind of clicks. You see the charts, you see the red, green. Some of the advanced stuff you see, but you really aren't advanced if you think you are. And just play the base, play the high time frames, play the basic rules. So level 1 novice beginners to play, and you will be just fine.
Fair enough. We're going to go ahead and read through those. If you're comfortable with, I'll pull this back off. What is some of your larger wins lately? And then what are some, if you don't mind sharing, and smaller wins? When people, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, finish up. I asked you many questions at once.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to. Some of my bigger wins, you'll have your, where you wake up and you're 10 grand up, or if you're playing the higher time frame, those are the ones where my bigger wins on my higher time frames. And
what's the longest you held the trade for?
Yeah, if you hold the trade and you have patience, if you're not looking at the chart the whole trade, because if you're looking at the chart, it's going to drive you crazy. It's going to go down a pip, up 2 pips, down 5 pips, up 2 pips, and you will have anxiety by the end of the day. If you just set it, forget it, have patience, come back and check on it, once every hour, and you move your stop loss into profit, and you'll be just, as long as the chart's reading what you want, the direction you wanted it, going to happen. It's going to happen.
What's your longest you've held the trade? A day, a week, a month, 2 months?
The longest I've held was almost a full week. It was almost a full week. I haven't done a 4 hour trade. That was off of a daily chart, or no, off of a 1 hour chart. I did almost. I think it was 4.5 days. 4.5 days. I did a 15-minute chart that lasted 16 hours, and I closed out $12,000 on gold. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. 17. I just last week I did a 15-minute chart and closed out $17 an ounce. And it took 11 hours. I mean,
And how long had you been training prior to this? I know the answer. I'm just asking this.
I did a little bit of goofy training. I tried some of the, support and resistance. I can't grow with an algo on TikTok a couple of years back. And I was like, oh, I'll try this. Cost me $1,000. I lost $2,000. I mean, it's in these gurus that you find on TikTok, they're not trading with you. They're not telling you when to buy, when not to buy. They're telling you what, well, this is what it should do. This guy here, he's placing the trades live with them. I mean, he's got the exact same account, the exact same everything. We're all on the same playing field.
So am I giving you secret information behind the back door so that you make lots of money?
No, we all have the same playbook, the same info, the same speed.
Because I heard that for the first time. It was a couple of weeks ago when Tommy was on. I guess people were accusing me of giving Tommy secret trades that no one else had. I'm like, who the fuck? I don't even know who the fuck Tommy is. I don't know him. Like he's my brother or something. You can accuse me. I don't know who Tommy is.
I mean,
and I'm telling you,
we can all see it right in front of us. Last night on we have a community of traders calling up trades that they could call it out and you could verify it on your chart whether you want to take the trade or not. I mean,
well, the trades I'm in currently, these two top ones, are from last night, live with you guys. So that's what, I'm like, well, if I took the trade and I called it, showing everybody, Tommy doesn't get any extra notice. I'll get the same damn trade.
It's right the same thing. We're all on the same playing field. Kevin's on the same playing field that we're on. He has a couple things that he's working on to improve the system, but I mean, the system itself, we all have the same system. There might be a couple guys that still have the older indicators, but I mean, you could get everything that we have.
Yeah, which is another point. So when they buy it, they actually get the same charts as me, correct?
It will all look different. You will have the BAC, you will have the bullshit indicator, and then you have your 3 indicators underneath.
Which have been changed. They're a little tweaked.
Installed everything correctly. Your candles are going to change colors, and you're going to get arrows. I mean, it's.
How many markets do you trade, Patrick?
I slowed down because, again, when I was losing, I was running around like a madman, and I was taking Forexes and this and that, and I was taking cryptos. And you know what? You can stay. I do SPX, NAS, US 30, oil, and gold.
Boy, what about ERUSD? You don't trade ERUSD?
I do. I look at it, but right now I'm trying to get one more funded account. I'm collecting funded accounts right now. So
that's interesting. How many funded accounts do you have, Patrick?
I have two Forex trading funded accounts, a 500,000 and a 25,000 that I play with while I'm at work, and I have 50,000 futures funded account and one more being built right now.
Okay, so you're a funded trader 3.5 times over.
3.5 times over. Yeah.
Did you ever think you'd be able to say that?
No, never in a million years. Like I said, the backstory. I had way too much fun in high school. I didn't make it through high school. I thought I'd be a construction worker and carpenter, and I worked my ass off at 46. I don't want to be a carpenter. I don't want. I do enjoy being a heavy equipment operator, but this is going to put me in early retirement.
Can you mention how much you've made or lost since you bought the system?
I'm at 162 on the year.
$162.
100. $162,000
Oh,
on
okay.
the
I
year.
didn't want you to be modest there. Come on,
Yeah,
$162,000 made
on,
year to
on
date.
the, I think I'm over that. I think I'm at like 170, 180 maybe, 182.
Like 182. Wow, that's a big bump. So 182 from the first of the year, and you literally were making what, $500,000 before the program? You were an expert
No,
trader.
I have a good job. It's a good job, but I'm right around 100,000, 119,000 a year.
Which is awesome.
Yes,
Fantastic.
and that's a full year of work. That's not 6 months and 19 days worth of work. That's a full year of work, 40 hours a week.
So you're still working 40 hours a week. And let's be clear, you're making trades from the back of heavy equipment, what, 70, 80% of the time or more?
Those are my fun trades. My fun trades are when you wait, set it and forget it. If you come back, you make a ton of money. But when I'm sitting in the machine and I'm just listening in, and you know, I place pretty much the ones that you're calling out in your live,
Mm-hmm.
and you're making an extra 400, an extra 500. It's just like it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Awesome. Does anybody else have any other questions for Patrick? We at least have to run through US 30 NAS and SPX. We're running out of time
Yeah,
before the
let's do
market.
it. I got my charts. I'm off. I'm not in the machine today. I'm at home all day. So
Okay. Paul says good morning to you. Lauren says good morning to you.
good
Patrick,
morning. Good morning, everybody.
Angel says, Taylor, mom says good morning. Good morning, mom. So we are ready to roll. And of course, I think no one on TikTok likes you because no one's mentioned. We're talking to Patrick, one of the members live. He's a guest host this morning, and we're going to whip through. Let's at least look through. I'm going to pull the money off. I have ever enough space thing on this. Here we go. All right. Larry Cooper says, "Good morning, Patrick." What's his face?
Good morning.
One,
Good
two,
morning.
three
Good
says, "Good
morning.
morning, Patrick." Monique. There's a lot of people now saying, "Good morning, Patrick." Carl Shepard says, "You're the man." All right,
I got YouTube up and running. I got that muted. I can see what you're looking at.
Okay.
I got my charts up and running.
Awesome. Why don't we look at gold really quick?
I can't run TikTok for some reason.
No, I put mine on separate. I still don't even understand how we have sound on YouTube. There isn't a microphone going into YouTube's computer that's on. I have no idea how it's working. But anyway, let's start with gold, maybe gold, oil, and then we're going to do XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin. But I don't know how many we can get through. I'll probably take over at one point. But let's look at gold first. 1 minute, 5 minute. I have them up. You can tell me what you see.
1 minute.
This is a
gold. 1 minute, 5 minute. You got a 1 minute. It's not loading. There it goes. We've got too many things running on an old. I have an old laptop. I have nothing to. Gold was a 1 minute buy, fill in the gap. You might still be able to get it. 5 minutes to sell.
Wait. Let's go back to gold. Let's go back to
15 minutes to get a gap fill. It's gonna be a good 5 minute sell on gold.
Okay, well, let's go back to the 1 minute real quick. It's a 1 minute buy stop to the
blue line. Yep, blue line.
Okay.
It's gonna be a 1 minute buy stop to the blue line.
And then you jump.
It might be a little early. Give it a little bit of space right now, but you got it.
So we're at and then you said the 5 minute is a
sell.
Yeah, 5 minute sell stop. Sell stop. We don't use market orders, so I want to be clear. Right?
Yes, 5 minute sell stop with a 15-minute gap fill forming as well.
So if we're seeing it going up to the blue line on the 1 minute, I would assume then we're going to go ahead and touch or come closer to touching the 15-minute, possibly, I should say, because it's right before open. It might not let us do this. Going back up a little bit higher to the red line on the 15-minute, possibly. And again, that's me being conservative. People hate me this way, but that's the way it is, because I do believe it's a strong buy stop to the blue line on the 1 minute. So you can either put your sell stop in at that 5 minute or wait for it to rise a little bit higher, which I think it will, to get towards our 15 minute. Does that make sense to everybody? Correct. Okay. All right, sorry. 30 minute. Do you see anything on the 30 minute?
30 minute. 30 minute. I'm getting my arrow. Things are already switching over to red. I could see it. It's definitely going to be a lower. It's definitely going to be a lower. If the 15 minute gets to the red, the 30 minute tries to the red. I don't think we're going to see it. I think you're going to get a drop before it makes it back to our red line.
Okay. If it's not clear then.
1
So what,
hour,
yeah, what about the 1 hour?
not,
There you go. Yeah.
and the 1 hour is not clear as well either.
Well,
It's showing a sell, even though the lines are. It's going to be a dirty sell. If it, it hasn't given us a
so
full
we
sell
just,
yet.
let's skip it. What do we see on the 4 hour?
The 4 hour we missed. It's a beautiful sell. It's a red, green. It's a beginner trade. It's a 4 hour. It's going to last weeks. It's going to take weeks.
And
But
going
look at what the potential it has.
and going to the 4 hour.
Going to see, I got to zoom down. It's going to the 4 hour blue line. If it was to go all the way down there, that's just ridiculous.
Well, it's going to get close.
You
What's the
get it
daily?
now at 44, yeah, 442, $44. No, that's 100. $140 an ounce difference.
Yeah. And again, what's the daily look like?
Daily buy stop.
Yep.
Daily buy stop.
And then that's all that really matters. The daily, weekly, fill in the gap, daily buy stop. All right, I'm going to skip some because we're going to take too much time. Let's go to SPX 1 minute. Let's see what SPX 1 minute, 5 minute looks like to us.
I have an order in on a 5 minute sell for this one. I'm counting 1 minute. It's a 1 minute buy, switching over to a buy, and a 1 minute, 5 minute sell. It's got a gap fill. I don't think we're going to make it back up to our line.
So it's been a 5 minute sell stop to the
line.
I wonder if anyone called that last night. Let's take a look.
I mean, when you can see the future, you can see the future.
Yeah, right. What is it forming here? Let's skip ahead to the 1 hour, 4 hour charts. What do you see on the 1 hour, 4 hour charts?
1 hour is a buy, a beautiful buy. 4 hour.
Interesting.
4 hour, we are so extended, but there is a gap fill. It's a little more of advanced, but there's a gap fill. It's going to have to fill the gap in. It's either going to fill the gap in or else we're going to have a run down like none of us have seen in a while.
Right, which is on the higher ones too. So then when I called out those 1 minute, 5 minute sell stops last night, 1 hour buy stops would form. Looks like the 1 hour buy stop is formed, correct?
Correct.
And
1 hour is formed.
You can see it
4 hours
clearly.
forming. I mean, in a higher time, we have the potential. We are going up.
It looks like it, yes. 1 minute, 5 minute NAS.
5 minute NAS. This is another one I like. I mean, if one's doing it, all three are going to do it. Sometimes one likes to be a little goofy, but you have a 1 minute buy. It's switching over to a clean buy as we speak. 5 minutes, a beautiful sell.
Which one's formed first, Patrick? 1 minute or 5 minute?
Your 1 minute's going to form. If you want a quick scalp and you want to be in and out with a couple pips, play the 1 minute. Okay. If you want to hang out for a little bit longer and catch a few more pips, you play the 5 minute.
What is the 1 hour? Correct. Thank you so much, Patrick. What's the 1 hour, 4 hour looking like for next?
1 hour, beautiful buy. We're underneath. Place your line. Give it some room. Don't get wicked into something you don't want to be in. 1 minute or 1 hour buy, 4 hour buy, fill in the gap. If you buy off the 1 hour line, I'll probably give you enough space where you won't get wicked in up to 4 hours.
There you go. US 30. We have 1 minute, 5 minute chart.
And US 30 might be different on the lowers. It's going to be the same on the higher. Let's see. US 30, 1 minute. 1 minute sell. The selling is just dropping out. It's where we can't call it because it's not clean.
So 5 minutes. They should look for 1 minute.
Over to a sell.
Yeah, 1 minute sell stops to the 5 minute blue line. Last night. The 5 minute blue line. So play every one of those. That goes for all three weeks for everyone. What about US 30s 1 hour, 4 hour charts? What do they look like?
US 30, 1 hour, 4 hour. Oh, 1 hour is beautiful. Beautiful. Sitting underneath. Put your line up above. Don't get wicked in. Give it a little room to breathe. And a 4 hour, same thing. It's just you got a gap. So you got a gap forming. A gap. They want to run it up. And they're just going to keep running it up.
So then, why would I be holding trades from a week ago on US 30 when it's dropping like a rock? Does that make sense to you? Do you want me to explain it? Like, how is this humanly possible that even though these look huge on the 1 minute, 5 minute. But if I come over to the 1 hours, those movements don't look as big. I don't think I ever really explained that to you guys enough. But when you look at it, you can see clearly that this huge movement on this 1 minute drops, they look huge, is a peanut, is a fraction on the 1 hour or
It's,
4 hour. Does that make sense?
yeah, it's not even a little blip in one candle. It's
Yep.
not, yeah, a 1 minute 20 pip candle in 1 minute is not, you won't even see that. Would you?
30, 40 movement. And notice some of these candles on the 1 hours in the US 30, for instance, this one right here is 254 pips inside of it. So this is why we use real-time analysis. So if we were going to do this, you can go to the 1 minute over here. We can go to the 1 hour over there. You can click our little real-time thing right here. You can see this whole movement. If you're going to look at either one of the screens, you'll see that inside of this 1 hour looks huge. This is like 30 pips right here, like you're saying, is not even a fraction. It's nothing. It's
Yeah, it's
nothing.
not. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even like. Well, with those little 1 minute, 5 minutes are fun, and if you're scalping them, they're fun. But it's not a trade. That's just do for.
We have market open, and I don't want people. I have rules to market open. But number one, don't play it. You're not sure if things are new, stay
If
out.
you're not comfortable, don't play it because it's gonna go crazy.
And number two is just lock in your profits and play it if we make direct calls. And number three is if all else fails, just don't go crazy with your orders unless you're sure of where things are going to be. Right now, we're not.
No, no. The big guys like that's where they like to take and make their money. They want to make their money from 8:30 to 9:30, from 8:30 to 9:35. They turn their computers on. That's what they want to make their money.
And we have less than 1 minute. So we have NAS is forming a five stop right now. I would specifically be with Patrick on this and be looking for your sell stops on the 1 minute, 5 minutes as this thing opens. Now I'd like it to arc up a little bit more so we can get a little bit more pullback on the 15 minute, but I don't think we're going to see it. If we get this, we can go ahead and put a buy stop right above our red line in between because this is turning into an official buy now. At least on
Official buy
NAS.
on NAS.
Yeah, right there. The rest of them are not. So just be prepared. Meaning you can plop one up here and wait, whatever version you want. It's about to open now, actually. See how good dud it was on the holidays. It's just duds.
Yeah, it's just we're not getting no volume today. We're not getting the big traders in there today. It's pulling back. It's
Look at
definitely
your call on US 30. Now drastic. I believe NAS is following. Yep, there's your
5 minutes out. Beautiful. The 5 minutes
yeah.
out is beautiful.
So should people take everyone that's new? Say they dropped in and over here and they're up 1, 2, 3 pips this morning. Should they sell that or keep it open?
Get rid of it. Just take your couple pips. If you can get 3 pips, you're doing good. If you're on NAS, you get 2 pips. If you get 3 pips, you should be hysterically happy. 2 pips, 2 pips on SPX. You get 3 or 4 on a day like today on NAS. If you get anything over 5, take it on US 30. Don't even play around.
But I'm listening to Pat. See, Pat, when you called this NAS 5 minute sell stop, everybody, whether it was 5 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago, whenever they got in, they would be up 10 pips. And like you're saying, in a day like today, 10 pips is freaking fantastic.
10 pips. You guys can all Google search it. When Kevin first started saying it, I thought he was nuts. No, if you make 10 pips, professional traders, your guy at Wells Fargo, I can't say names, but your guy at places are only trying to make 10 pips.
And then, by the way, we're going up against, we can say certain names, certain other names, but what he's saying is we're trading against, in case no one's clear, BlackRock, Vanguard, every bank. Citibank is number 10, BlackRock's number 1, Vanguard's number 2. So we're trading against institutional traders. They win 99% of the time using the old silly ways of trading, Fibonacci retracements, and all that. So 99% of the time we lose, they win. As a professional trader, quote unquote, someone that does it for a living, guess what? They win the professional traders win 64% of the time, or 66% of the time, depending on which statistic you're looking at, but they lose 34% of the time against the big boys. So less than what percent of retail traders win, and they win 99% of the time.
Remember, the big five are they're telling us where the market. They're taking the market where they want it to go. They're going to win. They're going to take your money if you let them. If you're playing stupid, you're not you're not putting in stop losses. They're going to take your money. They're going to win.
So to be specific, what Patrick is telling you is they don't have to be using my system to be correct, because they make the movements. What my system has done is tapped into their AIs, Aladdin and Adam, and I tapped into their AI, so I see what their AIs are going to do before they do it. It's not that we're predicting, like they say, "Hey Joe, hey Patrick, I want US3 to go down to here this morning. Hey Joe, I want SPX to go here. Hey Tommy, I want GBB JPY to go here," and then make it happen. Well, they make it happen. They have the ability with all their contracts, all their money, to push the market whichever direction they want it to go. Period. So they make it happen. What we're doing is tapping into their system. I figured out the system I made taps into their tails. It's kind of like poker. They tip their hand before it happens with these setups. So we see into the future. Yeah, I know how this sounds, but we see into the future before it happens. We know what's going to happen before they do it. They still do it. We're just tapping into the moment before they do it. That's all it is. Make sense? Or no?
Yeah, 100%. That's what they're doing.
Okay. How much is a pip strictly polka dot? Do you know what that answer is? Precious write it out for us. It's the smallest percentage in.
It's the smallest percentage of profit. And you could call these points, you could call these pips, you could call them whatever. It's a winning percent. It's a winning move for me. That's what a pip is to me. Whether it's on a Forex, whether it's on an indice, if I win one little tiny decimal point, it's a win to me.
Amen. But people like, remember those silly people come on. Well, when you're trading on US30 and SPX, those are points. And when you're trading, yeah, I know what they are. It's when this came for almost 10 years. Gotcha. Okay.
I don't care what you want to call it. We're making it. We're winning. If you could trade it on FT4, we could trade it better. That's all I know.
Yeah, every time. Look at it drop.
One.
Someone asked me that.
You guys, I called this. I'm a construction worker. I would be taking out a super line today. I have the day off because I have a good government job. And look at it's just dropping out. 5 minutes, it keeps dropping out.
Yep. And this is somebody that's live. This isn't any nothing more beautiful than that profit. Yes, it is. But this isn't rigged. This isn't Patrick coming on here because I paid Patrick to come on here. These are actual people. Whenever I have a guest host, and they're really here and they're really making money along with us, so I don't know how much more.
Not a paid actor. I don't know Kevin. I don't know Bri. I looked into Kevin. I ran into him. Online, just like all the rest of you guys are right now. Stick around, shut your mouth, and watch what we're doing. And you are going to watch. Look at that 5 minute. 5 minute US30 gone.
Look at this. Look at that US30. Look at them fall before your very eyes. How many times did I say that? And there's the NAS one was a true sell stop. The US30 was a fill in the gap. The SPX was a fill in the gap sell stop, which is filled, by the way. This NAS, can you explain to everybody? I'm going to zoom in a little bit if you could use my charts for this one. I'm going to go ahead and draw out the future, which will be white, so they can't see anything. And can you explain to them the system without going into any kind of details on numbers or specifics? Just explain the colors, how we start. Do we start at the bottom with the real direction bar 3 down here? But how is this figured out that this was a sell stop, that you knew this was a sell stop?
On the NAS 100 5 minute chart, you have red on the bottom, red right above it, red right above that. Then you have what we like to call the bullshit indicator. That's what they think. They're going to show you what they want you to see on this indicator. And you see that little green blip. They wanted you to think it was going up because they were going to run it down. Well, we're smarter than them. We have red, green, and then we have a box above that, which out, I didn't understand it. But after you learn the Bach a little bit better, we have a guy here that loves it. He does. He must be the tattoo of that. But,
Jason L. Rock the box.
I
Yes,
mean,
sir.
the rock the box, baby. I mean, when it pulls back and it gives you that little bow and arrow, which it pulled back just a little, it never changed color. It just came close enough to itself, and then this thing just rocked. And that all could have been everybody. Everybody that's been listening to this live, you should have been in on that trade.
I didn't call it this morning. Patrick called it right there, which means if he can learn the system, you can learn the system. Patrick, are you a fucking genius? IQ of 3 million?
No, not at all. Not
I'm
one
not
single
either.
bit. Like I said, I didn't make it through high school. I thought karting was the way. I was the idiot. I was a lot of fun, and I'm still pretty fun. But this is not. I'm not. An educated man by any means. But anybody can learn the system. It's not. We're not crunching numbers. We're not doing math. We're not. Doing retracing, and we're not looking for patterns in this. We have one pattern: red, 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 green. I mean, if you can see two colors and follow 5 rules,
Boom. We have touch.
Don't place down the line. Give it a little bit of room to breathe. You're good.
We have touch at the blue line from US 35 minute. When I made that call last night, let's be clear on this. This call was made last night that you're now touching and reaping the rewards for on this. Let's take a look at this video that I made. What time ago was this? So now everyone can see this. I'm so excited to be here. This right here. This is the Right Safety Trade channel. 13 hours ago. Happy Father's Day. Forget a tie, buy a safe trade system. That's my thing. Anyway, from that video, 13 hours ago, from that video, 13 hours ago, I called out, and I'll play it if you want me to. I get annoyed with stuff. But I'm sure there was a few of you here from 13 hours ago where I said, buy sell stop to the blue line on these 3 indices. So 13 hours ago, Patrick was able to call out a trade. Does that sound humanly possible? Does that sound insane? What does that sound like to the average person?
After watching you for a while, it becomes the normal. But I mean, when people are just clicking in and they're like, "There's no way, there's no way." If you don't, all his videos are recorded. They are all live. They're all recorded. He's not. You can't even go back and maybe somebody can go back and edit, but this guy can barely get 2 microphones to work at the same time, let alone go back and re-edit a video. I mean, it's
No, because if you edit a live video,
they're all documented on YouTube. Follow him on YouTube. Go back and look a week. Go back and look a month. Go back to January where he was telling us what the whole year was like. And his calls, they do come true.
but it's not magic. It's not something you can't learn. It's not something someone else can't learn. Now, some of these are advanced. When I'm calling trades 13 hours ahead of time, I'm looking at what's going to happen before it happens, how it's going to arch up, when it's going to come back down, where it's going to, how it's going to form the 1 hour buy stops later on. So I am looking a little more advanced. It's nothing you guys can't eventually learn. You don't have to know it.
No, that's just something that you start to pick up bits and pieces. This guy's been doing it longer than a lot of guys. He's longer than people go to college. People go to college. My son went to college for 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
If I took 2 years to learn the system, I'm still 2 years ahead of him.
Yeah.
I mean, and I got lucky. I learned it in 6 months, 7 months. I'm profitable, but I'm still learning more. You will keep learning as you go. Like all the gap fills or all the, I get new guys that message me about gap fills and blue line. Just slow down. Learn the basic trades. Learn red, red, green. You make enough money on red, red, greens where you don't need a gap fill.
Amen. Amen. But yet they won't listen. Guess what? We have we're in the money on SPX and NAS. We have a US 30 touch on the 5 minute. Do you think people should look for 1 minute sell stops down to the 5 minute blue line on SPX and NAS?
For sure. If one does it, if one does it, you want the second one. If both of them do it, the third one's on its way.
And they will make, whether it comes out perfect, whether they touch, they're all going to make money. Which brings up the fact that this next scanner right here. This is a 2 out of 3 scanner. By the way, the scanner system. Are you happy with the scanner?
It's ridiculous. It came out right around Christmas time. It had its hiccups at the beginning. Almost all the hiccups are fixed, people. It is it saves you like it saves us time and makes our life easier. I mean, trading's easier to begin with, but we used to flip through 50 charts, 60 charts, we're just trying to find a trade. This scanner is going to tell you where to look, when to look, and then you make the decision whether yes, I want that trade or not.
Amen.
It will save you hours of flipping charts.
And how much is 2 rooms? Am I gouging you guys? Am I charging you $5,000
fifty
a month?
dollars. You guys are making $50 on one trade that scanner calls. If you use that scanner one day a month, it will pay itself off. More than pay itself off.
I 100% agree with you. And then when I'm doing these upgrades, do I charge you guys for these upgrades every time, trying to
No,
gouge you?
this guy took in our OG system. We didn't have these arrows and these candles didn't change color. I mean, but this guy keeps reinventing a perfect system. I mean, like, and he gives them to you, for free. 90% of the time, he's like, "Oh, here's an update. Here's an upgrade." Even when he charges you, nobody can. We're all this guy's charging 10 times what he is.
Are there um, other um, people out there that are charging more
Oh,
that don't even
my
have accurate
my and my
systems?
and my my son, I love him to death, but of course kids won't listen to their parents, and a big name in the game took $1,000 to get into his course, his mastermind course, and the kid lost 5 grand in a matter of a couple weeks,
Oh man.
and he just wouldn't listen. Now he started to see, like, now before he looks at me to see what I'm doing, or he looks over at my chair. He wants in, and I can see he wants in, but he's not ready to say I want in yet. So,
Mhm.
but
He
he'll
has
be
that
in.
phone.
He'll be in. No, I mean, just stick around long enough, he'll be in.
Right. Now, when he sees you, don't you go have you been on maybe one or two cruises, Patrick, with the Wing?
Yes, yeah, we did 2 cruises. We did a couple trips to. I live in Cleveland, so we did a couple trips up to Chicago, a couple trips up to Canada, 2 trips to Chicago, Detroit.
And how are you
But
paying
we
for
get these
these?
casino offers. We go up there, and then we have fun for the weekend. And then
Awesome.
I have a 9 day. I'm taking 9 people. We're going to Miami. The whole family's going to Miami here in 2 weeks.
And how are you paying for that?
It's all the system, guys. It's all this, my job paid the bills. Uh, Prior to the system, if I got one vacation in a year, and I paid my bills, I was happy. Now we're going out to dinner. We're going on cruises. We're going on vacation. This weekend alone, my kids for my birthday and Father Day weekend, we went to the bars and we went to the dueling piano. I mean, my
Nice.
my daughter looked at me. She's like, "Oh my God, Dad, it was $600 night." Yeah, it was. You're right, it was.
Isn't that nice to be able to say that and do that? Isn't that crazy?
It's not. It's not. It's absolutely not. Stick around. Keep your mouth quiet. Learn the system. This thing will give you the life you want. It really will. It's not going to happen overnight. And don't think you're going to come in and make 100 grand your first. Some guys do. I mean,
Hey,
you know,
there's
some guys do.
outliers outside our bell curve.
Those
Yes.
are the guys. Those are the guys. Those are the guys that are the reason I'm still pushing it. These guys are making my yearly in a week, or these guys are making my yearly in a day. I mean, it's nuts. You can scale this up to whatever your comfort level is.
So while we're showing them as you're talking the scanner, because now they can see it on TikTok. I'm so excited. So they can see the power when it calls out new 5 minute this, sell that. Look at there's a buy, there's a sell. And right, you just pull up on your charts, verify it. But the scanner now, just so everyone's clear, you see the SS1s or the SS3s or the BS1s or the BS3s. All it's saying is that it's reading, for instance, in this case, a 5 minute, 15-minute chart, both charts. It's comparing whether or not it's basically trading as good as I trade, period. And this is in the palm of your hands for $50 a month to get 2 scanners.
But
I like to tell
it
you,
should be $50. It should be 50 a day. So to save you the time from flipping charts and give you the heads up, it is worth every penny.
I don't know that because it's so I don't know a month. Look,
Oh,
this is a new scanner that will be free to everybody that's in the scanner room when I come out. Whether I come out with this in a month, whether I come out with this on my birthday, October 20th, I don't. But this is one that's coming along the way. So you can see where I'm going to point to right now. You'll see the US 30 hit its red line, a blue line with a red arrow right here. And then when you see the next one, whether it's NAS or SPX, I happen to think it's going to be NAS, we'll see two red arrows and only one green up. And then Keith Palmer is fancyizing this, so it'll be having a better look than what you're currently seeing. But this is still accurate, still doing what it's doing. Just like when this all turned red, the US 30 NAS and SPX all hit their 1 minutes. It'll do two out of the three, and it's trading to the blue line, and it will give you the heads up. So now, when you see this first one, it's your first course on Patrick. You see this first red one. Now you should look for the other two. Not that they will, but you should look for 1 minute sell stops to the 5 minute blue lines on NAS and SPX. And at the same time, you should look for US 30 to flip and go back on the 1 minute blue line and see if it's going to go back up there. So, in other words, this is twofold. You don't have to just play the sell stops at this point. You can and should, but in reality, is you're going to wait for this to flip, which it isn't going to do. It's the 1 minute buy stop back up to the blue line for US 30. That's all it is. So it's
Right.
giving you a heads up. I called this out 13 hours before it just happened right now on the scanner. But again, I'm a human being and we're just smarter than robots. I know people hate that. I know they think robots are smarter than we are. They're not. Because if the AIs were smarter for Vanguard and BlackRock, we couldn't do what we're doing. So we still have the advantage on them, in my opinion, at this point. So,
At this point, as long as they haven't caught on to us.
well, I've been using it for 2 years before I released it to you guys, so they haven't. I don't think they can. I think they're stuck
And the
with
money we're
making
making isn't that's not even pocket change.
no,
Not even pocket change.
not even a pen. It's not even a penny to them. It's a $7 trillion a day business, $800 billion, $200 billion to $800 billion a day stock market. I always thought it was more. That's not that much when you compare it to $7 trillion for Forex. But $7 trillion a day, so they don't give a care. But there's going to be some rich dude from Saudi Arabia, UA, Qatar, that's going to not invest like Jay Cochran, who makes $123,000 in one day. He's going to make 123 million. And then he's going to make $1 billion, and then he's going to make $1 trillion a day. And I don't know what they're going to do then. Then they're going to have to come back and I don't know.
Yeah, at that point we might show up on their radar, and it's going to happen. People, somebody's going to see this and be like, "Holy shit, they figured it out!" And you know, Jay's $100,000 a day, $160,000 a day. That's gonna be the normal. You're gonna see that. You're gonna see it.
Which is still nothing. $100,000 and $1 trillion isn't even a penny. It's a joke, is what that is. So it's going to take big money. Or what I can see happen is someone's going to come along, and again, I'm more than willing to sell the whole system, the rights. I have the trademark on the name. I have the websites. I have all the coding for it. And yeah, 10 mil, I'm out. Good. So the first 10 million.
Right, right. Somebody greedy is gonna see this and say, "I want it for myself," and they're gonna take it away from us. They're gonna try to take the whole thing away from
Now, again,
everybody.
my view is I will fight for you guys.
He's gonna try to protect all of us, but somebody's gonna see this and be like, "I don't want everybody having this. I want."
Yeah, or the government will come in and say security risk and shut it down. Either or. We have three different possibilities. Someone's going to buy it out. Someone's going to close us down, or there's another option which I don't want to get into. But it's all too late, guys.
The Men in Black.
Yeah.
If I see a black SUV in front of my house, I always get nervous.
Yeah, you might want to pull out something. But yeah, that's funny. Now, what you're looking at with this 2 out of 3 though is you want to see how it hooks back up. Yeah, see it pulled away. Now it closed above it. You see how that changed from red to green now?
Yep.
So now this is kind of giving me a heads up. Say, hey, it did it once. I wonder if we're going to see a 1 minute sell stop where everything turns red except for a bullshit detector, and then it's going to turn green. It's going to come back, arch up here. Then it's going to come back down to that 5 minute line. And I'm going to go ahead and say, most likely you're going to see that. Yeah, that's going to happen. So
I think you're going to see it. We have a NAS 1 minute gap storm. It's going to want to fill in that gap. It might make itself back up to our red line, but I think you're going to see it go down. I don't think we're going to get all the way up there.
Okay. Now, I'm giving you guys this scanner that we're talking about as an upgrade whenever it comes out, next month or 3 or whatever it is, for free if you're in the scanner room. If it's not, I'm charging, and I don't care if you aren't in it at that time, Patrick, no offense, and you decide you want to get back in it, you're going to be paying $500 a month just for the scanner, period, or $5,000. And that's simple.
100%. And people just buy the damn system. You're spending more than this on McDonald's for the kids. You're spending more than this, Starbucks and coffee. It doesn't cost that much, and it's worth more than you will ever pay
Amen. Now, just being heads up on that for everybody, because I've given you guys all the other scanner upgrades for free. I'm giving you this scanner upgrade for free if you're in the system. Cool? Now watch. This is what we have over here. We'll look at some of these. Let's see if I can find one for you. No, it's about to form one right now. Okay, what you're looking at, I'm going to pull this over if I can. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. So now the one
for. We have
chart.
somebody on YouTube asking
Yep.
about gold 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
I put my line down underneath, and if it comes down, it comes down. I'm in it. If it doesn't, gold 5 minutes. It's going to be an official sell stop.
Yeah, but it's a 1 minute
15
buy
minutes,
stop
just
blue
coming up to
line.
its line with the gap fill. I would take it.
Yeah, but it's still a 1 minute buy stop on gold to the blue line. It's
It
quite
is a
blatant.
1 minute buy. It's going to keep going up. I think you might even get a 5 minute blue line touch.
Let's take a look at
But
this actually.
right now, nothing's changed, so it's still a sell stop. Put your
This
line
is,
underneath the red line, and if it comes down, you'll be in it.
yeah, you're a little late getting into this, but watch this one, Patrick. Exactly what I want to talk about. Straight this by ass. We have a sniper system that's coming that unfortunately was too much for me to develop. I'm not eating all this, so it's going to be $150 a month probably at this point per person. But I don't care. It's scalping only, so I'm calling it the sniper thing. But whatever. It's just for scalps, and all this is a normal safety trade. This is gold 1 minute, green, 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 red, green, green. This is a buy stop, which is a buy stop to the. See it?
Blue line.
Yep. So let's look at gold on our scanner and see what it says right here. So we're going to go to gold right here. This is so great. Everyone can see this. BS3, this is a buy stop 3, which means it's not confirmed on the 5. That's why Patrick's telling you, oh, 5 minute sell stop, because the scanner is reading that as a 5 minute sell stop, which you can read right next to it on gold. It says a 5 minute sell stop. So Patrick is correct, but that buy stop 3 means it's going to the blue line. And if you would have gotten in when it formed at first right here, you would be in the money. It's a little money. It's slow day. It is what it is. But this sniper, have we gone over the sniper with you, Patrick?
And I tell you, if I didn't have a 40-hour job and I could sit in front of my computer just an hour a day, you are going to kill it with that.
Yeah, because this is going to be. You think I'm very specific in my other rules. This would be take profits. This would be enter. There is no play on this. It's sniping. So you're going to have to be exact to what I tell you. And if you are, Patrick's got a point. It's going to make you some good ass money because this is
Oh,
purple
I'm
against the
telling you,
green.
you guys that are sitting in front of your computers and that you guys like those quick scalps, this
Yeah.
thing is going to your profit. You're going to be 9 out of 10, maybe 10 out of 10 all the time.
Oh yeah, if they listen, they'll be 10 out of 10. But it's scalping. This isn't for everyone. So, oh, I don't do that. Well, don't if you don't like the fast trades. People are like, well, I don't like 1 minute trades. Well, then don't get the scanner. This isn't for. I'm not saying I'm trying to get it to work. Program it again. This is why this takes time. If I waited till I got it to the hourly and I got another version for the 4 hours and another version, okay, my God, this might take a year to get done. As it was, it only took about 3 months to get done for the 1 minute. But you can clearly
3
see
months,
what
one semester of college, you figure out a way to make sure you win 1 minute trades all the time.
and people. I remember literally when I started trading that you can't win. Don't trade 1 minute chart. You can't win heads or tails. Well, this is a 1 minute chart right here. What am I pointing to? If you can see this,
Buy stuff,
buy
the
stop
green,
to
red.
the blue line, and look at the purple separated from the green up, purple separated from the green up, purple separated from the green up until it touched the blue. And that's your win.
Hey.
Isn't that amazing? You know how many pips this would have been for anybody to trade? So you even got up to here. A free 30, 29.59, so 30 pips.
That's insane. Absolutely crazy.
Yeah, that one's going to be out within a couple weeks. I can see this one being released very, very soon. It's working perfect. I've tested it over and over. It's going to be scanner room. We'll have 3. It's both scanner rooms you get, but you're going to get 3 different symbols in each room. So it'll be US30, NAS, and gold. There's going to be oil, GBP, JPY, and probably GBP, USD, or PRUSD and the other. So if you'd like to scalp that, we're going to be able to. Here's our sell stop.
And again, he doesn't have to be doing any of this for us. Any of it, none of it. Not even give us the system, but he keeps making the system better and better every time.
Hell, why do you charge? Why do you charge? Something first, and John Moray about the first month or two. Um, yeah, there's your phone. Look up, sell, stop happening. For the first month or two on TikTok, I didn't charge anybody anything, and I was giving away everything. Everything was free.
Insane,
Hey, you know
absolutely
how many people took
insane, and that
advantage of that?
that blows my mind. It really it tells you just what kind of guy this guy is. I mean,
You know how many people took
and
advantage?
when you start making big mistakes, this guy's going to tell you stop trading, go to demo, and he cares. Like I mean, he doesn't want to see any of us lose. I mean, he's not in this to see us lose.
No. And I'm trying to help you all
Yeah.
win, but I gave it away and no one took it. No one took advantage of it. Not one person.
And again, I said before, John Moray's story, and that tells you, just as people, as humans, this guy, we make this huge money, or Jay's making 160,000. John Moray makes 175 bucks, and he's paying for his whole village. I mean, he's buying dinner for his whole village. I mean,
Internet
he's
is
making his whole month in a day. I mean,
correct.
that's just how wonderful this is. We got you could go buy whatever shoes to give a pair to poor African kids, but this guy, we're changing a whole village off of a day of trading. I mean,
Absolutely. And John still comes on. John is, I think there's someone else that's close also, but John's been with me now like 14, 15, probably 16 months. It was February and this is June, right? So it's 4 plus a year, 16 months. So coming up on a year and a half. And do you think one person would stay with me a year and a half if he wasn't successful? Oh my
right,
God.
right, right. And your success is based on, can you follow a couple of rules? I mean, it's not hard, people. You don't overthink it. The overthinking is a hard thing to come over. You got to get rid of your old ideas,
You have
your
to
old ways.
unlearn. Go ahead and
Yeah,
talk, because
you got to
what's some of the
get
things
rid of
you
all
thought were
that.
real?
Follow 5 rules.
I really thought for a year and a half, I fought for Fibonacci retracement to work. For a year and a half, I fought for Fibonacci retracement to work, and it wouldn't. I could never get it
No,
to work.
no,
So, and I'm
no.
not
You just
dumb, and I'm
weren't
not a
paying
bad
attention. I was
trader, but I
drawing
couldn't get it to
lines and
work.
drawing triangles all over my charts, and you know,
What,
oh,
like ascending,
if
descending
I get a
wedges?
squeeze here, it's going to go up, and then it goes shooting down. And you're like, oh, bitch, I lost that trade. I mean, no, it's get rid of all of the stuff you think you know. It's not that hard. Just follow the system.
So when people get argumentative and they'll go, "Oh no, volume works and VWAP works." You're looking at the screen right now. What percentage
Yeah,
of traders actually, non-institutional traders actually make money? Is it less than 10%,
less
less than
less
1%?
than 1%. Less than 1% are going to make this their career. Less than 1%.
But they all are trained. Who's are they? Is everyone not trained in support and resistance?
Oh, we all read the same books. We all
Yep.
tried the same. Whether you tried it, this guy or that guy, it was all the same stuff. And it was all these guys. They were making money selling you the course. They weren't trading with you. They weren't doing the trade. They were just selling you the course and hoping like hell that you made money long enough that you would come back yelling and screaming. But none of us were making money. I mean, you're like, oh my god, I won 2 trades yesterday. Oh, I lost 5 today. You know, no. This one over here, now safety trade, you're going to win 8. You might lose 2 of your own mistake. The trade, though, if you go up to the 1 hour, 4 hour, you're not going to lose the trade.
Amen.
You're not going to lose the trade. As long as you don't, if you can follow the rules, stay off that red line, stay off that green line, give it some room to breathe, you are going to win that trade.
Mm-hmm. What
And you
about
might not win 100 pips, you might not win 500 pips, but don't get greedy. That's the hardest thing. The hardest thing is getting greedy and not following rules.
do you like opening
Take
up two
profit,
trades and
profit
letting one
there.
run, Patrick?
What's that?
Do you like opening up two trades, closing one down, letting one run?
Oh, that changed the whole game. Like I couldn't wait to get to the point where I could do that comfortably and not be nervous chewing my fingernails looking at the charts. But now that you could buy one, buy the same trade twice, take your 10 pips, take your 10 points, take your 10, whatever you want to call them, and get out with the first one, and then let it get up a little bit higher, and then just put it at a break even and forget it. Don't look back at it for a while. And when you get those long runs, oh god, it's vacation, it's cruise time. We're on a cruise, baby, back to back.
Now, look what happened, by the way. I think I said this before this occurred, and I just want to make sure it's clear that I said that we were going to go up, let it come back down, and you're going to see that red arrow pop up again on that little 5 minute again.
And there, I'm watching it live on my end.
Yeah,
I was laughing. I was
yeah,
laughing to
there it
myself.
is.
And it happened. It's our symbol. You could call it whatever you want. It, it,
Here, look.
it happened. It happened right before all of our eyes. And the 5 minutes is stalling out a little bit, but if she's going to go down, she's going to go down. We get a 5 minute touch to the blue line on a day like today. We're all, call it a week. Call it a week, boys.
Yeah, there's no need to keep trading right now. Is what he's telling you.
No, absolutely. That's the thing. That's the other thing. Stop over trading. Over trading is
Yes.
not going to make you more money.
Amen.
Make your money. Get out of the when the market opens and everybody else is getting in the market. We're walking away for the day. We're done.
Should be, but I keep trading. Why do I keep trading?
Well, and people, this guy, he's building. If you build it, they will come. And more people. It's the only reason he's doing this is just to show you what the system does. This is not how he trades his personal life. This
No.
isn't how any of us are trading. We have guys that wake up at 5 in the morning and they're going back to bed at 7:30. They're already done.
Yep. Without any of the volatility of the open, without any of the extras, it's there. Look at this. These two
No, no, that's
trades.
where my son loses his money. That's where he loses because he's jumping in at 9:30, plays, and then he sticks around trying to make more. Friday he did great. He's a $500 day, and he just stuck around. By 1 in the afternoon, he was minus 700. I mean, the kid will not listen. He will not listen.
Yeah, it's pretty funny on that one. Son, he needs to swallow his pride and you know, do the right
I
thing.
know, I know. And we were at the bar Saturday talk. I said, Patrick, just play my long term. Just play my 1 hour, 4 hours. Play the 15-minute, 30 minute. You can watch and monitor the trade from work, but you have the trade in, and just leave it alone. Just leave it alone, and it won't listen. It won't listen.
Well, the family ones are the ones Jesus had problems with too. It's sometimes they don't listen, and that's matter of fact. I have a few people in my family learning it. Obviously, I'm helping out uh, over. I can't say managing people's accounts, but I do have 7 accounts through EagleFX and two, and they're not all mine per se, and controlling a whole bunch of accounts for my family because I refuse to do the funding trading. That's just me. I respect you for doing what you did, but I'm not going to make rich
Right,
people
right.
richer. I'm going to make my family richer. That's what I'm doing. So that's how I handle
No, I changed my long term goals. As soon as I get a nice decent size account, I'm gonna cancel out my funding. I might keep one fund. I might keep a $1 million funded account just to play around with and make that my vacation only account.
it. Sure.
And I'm getting ready to start my early retirement phase.
When do you think you can retire based on your numbers you've been doing?
Oh, and, guys come on here like, why do you still go to work? Why do you? When I call it quits, I mean, because when you leave the government, you can never come back. So when I leave the government, I'm never going back. And I a year, I'm supposed to do 14 more years. I'll probably do maybe two, maybe two.
2 more years. And people say,
That's what my
I 100% agree with
yeah.
you. People say, "Well, why am I not retired?" I go, "What are you talking about? I haven't been working
Oh yeah,
in
yeah,
three,
yeah. I
four,
mean,
4 years, 5 years. I don't know. Yeah, and when you get paid cash for houses and cars, and yes, I didn't buy a Bentley and a Honda and all this stuff, but it's paying cash for things. I'm doing okay. Why aren't you betting millions
yes,
of dollars
yes.
and doing all this? Well, because there is a thing called losing your balls. I lost for a lot of years trading 5 years, $26,500 every time. So even though I know the system, I call out trades 13 hours ahead every day for months and months and months, and I know where it's going. And yes, some of my other trades are bigger. Yes, I have some 10, $15,000 trades. Should they be hundreds of thousands of dollars? Yeah, they should be. But I am flawless when it comes to trading. I have completely I've won now for three and a half, whatever, 4 years straight, and never lost hardly anything except you see once in a while on a small little loss. I'm sure that losing the battle, winning the war, where you lose it straight on a 1 minute and then come right back, you win. At any rate, so I don't still have the guts to put it, even though some of my accounts are 500,000 or more, but I still trade small, very small, equivalent thereof. So yeah, I'll make 10,000, I'll double a $500 account to, a $15,000 account in 3 weeks. It's no big deal to me. But when you start talking higher volume dollar, in my mind, when I start trading, like Jay can trade 10 lots in US 30, I would be on the ground crying. I'd be
Oh,
like,
oh,
there's just no way.
yeah.
I can't
I would have
do it.
nervous poops.
Yeah.
I'd be in the bathroom. I would. There's no way I could do that.
Can't. So I don't. So I feel I trade what I with. And again, if this is helping some of my family grow their account from the one was $500 made it 1,500, the $1,500 returned to 3,000. Then I kept that same account, dropped it back down to a little less than 500, and now that account is whatever the hell we're at 13,000. That's pretty much life changing money for people. I know you go, oh, you can make 100,000 for them. Well, I could lose 100,000 for them too. In the back of my mind, I'm thinking something like, no,
Right,
she's such
right.
person makes $30,000 a year, and I'm giving them a $20,000 account. That's pretty good. They'll be pretty happy with
Yeah,
me on that.
yeah.
So
Everybody has a comfort level.
yeah,
Everybody has, a happy level, and stay in your comfort. Stay in your comfort zone. Don't chase the big guys. If you're not willing to lose the stop loss, then don't place the
yes,
trade. Don't
and
place the trade.
and people that drive me nuts, they'll move the stop loss. We have a pivot point stop loss. You're supposed to put that. You keep it there and don't change it, and then re-enter the trade if you want. But if you get tapped out, you get tapped out. Which, like Patrick was saying, doesn't happen
Yeah,
on the 1 hour, 4 hours, but on your 1 minute, hell yeah, I can because they can form a double bottom, a W, a triple bottom, a double top, an M, triple M, and they can start effing around with that up there on the 1 minute. They don't do a triple top on a 1 hour. They can't because things too long to form. They just don't bother doing it, so it won't happen. But on a
no, no.
1 minute, hell yeah, it can happen. And you eat that loss. And like Pat said, if it's a 50, 60 pip stop loss on a US 30 because you're an idiot for playing US 30 on the 1 minute like that, then yeah, you can get tapped out and you can lose. And if that was a full lot, you could be losing $5,000 a pop on that. Times 10, that'd be $50,000 you'd be, losing. Like, it isn't worth it to me. So I don't trade that size. And even though I have some big accounts, you'll see a 10, $15,000 trade that's a week old, something like that. And then, again,
Right.
some people don't make, $15,000 working a part time job in a year. So, I'm very
No,
happy.
you hand these kids like yeah. I mean, you're handing somebody $500. That's life changing to that person. $500, $100. You know, and people got to understand. It's not these big numbers are great, but the littlest amount will change somebody. I mean, you can put a smile on someone's face. You hand them $100 and go out here. I gave my daughter. Her boyfriend wanted to go. I said, "Here's $100. Dinner's on me." And
And that nice.
it,
Yeah.
it changes. It changes people's whole day. It can make them happy, make them smile. Just make their day. Make their day and be nice.
Awesome. All right, Patrick, well, I've taken up enough of your time. Do you have anything else you want to share with people? You want to say
If you
anything?
want to whip through your chart and do your show, I mean, I'm sitting here watching that gold call I called. It came back down. If you guys were all got in it off the red line, you make a couple pips, get out. If you want to stick with it, you think it's 15 minutes to keep going. But I mean, it's a slow day, folks. Just be careful. There's no
Now,
volume. Nobody's pushing this down.
now look at the
15-minute gold's going to go lower. 5 minute might come back up a little bit, form our full logo, and then make its move. But everybody should be careful out
yeah, we're in zero rush, but let's take a look at this now. So clearly, when that 1 minute buy stop happened, put it above that mess. I don't know where I would put it now, whatever you guys do. It went up from 1951.81 to the 1953. So $2 an ounce on gold, which isn't much. It
there.
didn't touch the blue line, but it sure as hell went exactly up towards the blue line. And that was a buy stop, and it was clearly a buy stop. And $2 an ounce on big trader volume trader, institutional trader hands, they would have been set for
Oh,
the day. They would have been making so much money for that trade. And then as Patrick's telling you there's a 5 minute sell stop, as he told you, you're in the money. What is that from 1951 down to a dollar and a half an ounce? Which again to us isn't a lot, but to institutional traders, it's going to fill in the gap. By the way, this is completely announced. It's going to go down and fill this 15-minute in. So
Well, it's
yeah,
going. We're going lower. The 15 minutes. 15 minutes active. We're good. We're good to go.
yep. So it's just how you're if you're trading, 0.01 on gold right now, you're not going to make but 50 cents. I mean, you're going to make it,
Right.
but it's not going to be a lot. If you're trading full lot, you make a little bit more, then you can obviously go up. And it depends whose brokers they are. It depends if they're doing options. If you're in Nadex and all you did was pick a day option, if it's expired at 11 o'clock or whatever, and you picked it to be below when it was up here, which is how I would trade this Nadex. People always ask about that. But I would have traded it right up here on that 5 minute. You can all you had to do is you're either right or wrong. If it sell stop, you're going to make your money. And then if you had opened up 10 of them and you're going to open up in that and you're going to make $40 a contract, you can make $400 on that tiny little move this morning easily. And if you'd open up 100
Right.
contracts, which is out of the world, you can make $4,000. I mean, it depends on what you're trading, what instrument you're trading. I'm sure the E-minis on the futures, that SPX thing, oh my God, they could have made so much money in that drop this morning. I tell people you could be retired off of one of these. Look at the 1 minute the gap, sell stop. There's your
I
NAS.
forgot I was even in those this morning. Son of a bitch.
You're still in them?
Well, my ES is way in the money, and my gold is also way in the money. Yeah, I'm in the money up
Are you doing options?
there. So I'm on the futures. On the futures, I did an ES sell stop way back before while we were talking, and I got in at 4447, and I'm down 4444.
Nice.
I'm up three whole, whatever they call them, points or ticks or whatever. Yeah, shoot, I'm up to 150 across time, so $1,500 while I
1,500.
was talking to you.
Awesome. See, he made 1,500s while we've been on the phone for about an hour. However long? I have no idea.
Yeah,
1 hour and
and,
7 minutes.
and again, I did it because the chart told me what to do. I played the 5 minute chart. I put my money. I just followed the chart, and I forgot about it. If I would have been watching it, it would have went up. Went up those 2 or 3 ticks. I would have got nervous and like, oh, I gotta get out of this or whatever. But just patience. Patience is key here, people. Warren Buffett's doing 2 year patient trade.
Yep.
He might lose money the whole first year, but he's going to make money on the second year and the third year.
Yep.
We're just trying to tell you to make money on the second hour and the third hour.
Yeah. Oh, it just when I'm trading and when I flash the money, I keep my trades up. Your views go up. When I take them away, even though you're saying the same thing, Patrick, the views on TikTok go down. It's just as funny as I'm watching them do it as they do it live to you. So when people you're telling them the patience is, if I don't show them trades every minute, show them the scanner every minute. If I don't show them the money I'm making on different trades every minute, they just go away. People just vanished. Funniest thing. It went down to 31. It went down. I flashed them when we got 40, 42, 43. It's the funniest thing. Is that funny?
It's not. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not. I used to love the people. Oh, couldn't you do this on Robinhood? What app is that? You stupid kids.
I
It's
can't
not all
say that. I
about our
can't say that.
phone. We don't want to be on our phone. It's not an app. This is real trading. The real guys are using this, not
Yes.
Windows 98. I don't give a damn if they send me the signals on a pigeon.
Yep.
I mean, the signals it's a win is a win. I don't care which way you look at it.
Where do you trade Forex or futures on Patrick? Was asked.
Oh, I do everything. I do everything on my MT4. It's an MT4 platform. I got it running through a demo account, so I don't ever lose it through Eagle FX. And then I make my trades. If I'm with my funded company, it's through Surge on ACAP, or if it's through my that funded future thing that I'm trying to mess around with. I already have one. I'm working on a second. That's through Apex.
Apex. Okay.
Trade
Awesome.
of Apex.
So they can load this on any. Well, they can't load anything. They can only load it on Eagle FX or Hugo's Way, preferably Eagle FX, because that's what it's actually coded for. People have a hard time understanding that, but it's not. Pepperstone they have nice, boy, they have all kinds of stuff on Pepperstone, but their freaking percentage and their coding, their profits and their commission rates are so messy, you can't run it on there. But boy, if I can get the charts on there, they do like wood and lumber and whatever all that shit is. They have like everything on there we can use, but I can't get it coded for it, so we're not using it. So
Eagle FX has we have all this stuff here at our disposal. You want to play stocks, we can play stocks. You want to
yep.
play cryptos, we can play cryptos.
And
You
you
can
can
play
trade anywhere.
everything through Eagle FX demo on a demo account. Make that demo account huge so you don't lose your money and then you're calling cousins crying that you lost your indicators.
And they have to
And
pull
just
them
leave it
set.
alone. Just leave it alone. Load it on there, and that's where you do your chart. Like people are, charting on trade. Do your charting here and place your trades wherever the hell you want.
Yep. Scott's thinking about getting the system. He's trying to go figure out things. I have a PC. Okay. What can you tell Scott? He's thinking about getting the system on TikTok.
Scott, you will never buy yourself something that has value as this has in your life. This thing will change the way you look at stuff. It'll change the way you start to think, uh, and then you will start to see the profit, and you will just be like, oh my god, like I guarantee you guys are all doing the affirmations and manifesting money, and here it is, right in front of you. You ask for a sign. This is the sign. Buy the system, learn the system, take your time, learn the system, and you will be okay.
I'm going to go ahead and log off of TikTok, but let's go ahead and stay on for a minute. Let's make our 14 symbol call out on YouTube for everybody. Okay. Do you want to stick
Go
around
for
for
it.
that? And I want you to do all 14 symbols. I'm trying not going to talk. Let's just whip through them. I'll take you to the 1 minute, 5 minute charts, and then I'll look for the next highest time frame. That's all they really need to know. If it's a 1 minute sell stop to the 5 minute blue line, that's all they need to know. And if it's 1 hour, 4 hour, whatever buy stop, that's all they need to know. The one I'm going to call out personally is Bitcoin, so that they can get a clear understanding that Bitcoin and Ethereum run together. And that, but that's only what I'm going to call out, so that there's no confusion. I like the fact that since January the 5th, my daughter's birthday, when we went live with the scanner, that Bitcoin, we've been 100% accurate on the 1 hour calls on Bitcoin since January the 5th, whether it was going to go up or down. And you know how rich those 1 hour trades are, Patrick. And I'm very proud of that fact that the system is 100. It's been that, I mean, Ethereum, XRP too. Everybody loves Bitcoin. Everybody wants to know Bitcoin. Well, the system's 100% accurate on Bitcoin. So, hello.
Remember, we had a guy a couple of weeks ago. He did 100%, 100%. I kept yelling at him, "Turn your computer off! Turn your damn computer off!"
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, there it is right now. Bitcoin, it got a huge breakdown. It scared everybody. It's a 5 minute buy. It still has a 5 minute active buy. It's a
Yeah.
1 minute sell.
Let's not give it all
It
away.
went to the blue line on the 1 minute.
I'm trying to push everybody from TikTok over to YouTube. So I'm going to push them over there. I'm going to close out the TikTok right now. Yeah, I'm heading over to YouTube. And then Patrick's going to make 14 different symbol call outs on all time frames that are applicable. Okay, guys? So I'm leaving you guys on TikTok. Thank you all for being here. We're heading over to YouTube. The TikTok channel is right here. And the other YouTube channel is right here. The safety trade. That's all you have to type in. That's where we're heading to. So see you guys on TikTok. Thank you all for being here. I think I'm killing this. And by the way, the volume will go off for a second. And Patrick, if you can tell me I have volume on YouTube, I'm about to flip it. All right. Thank you guys. Talk to you all later. Heading over to YouTube. Boop. All right. All right. We're off of TikTok, so I have a little more freedom. If I have to cuss one word there, Patrick, I'm trying to stay alive here, and I cussed twice on that thing with you. Damn it.
I know. I was trying to be so mindful. I didn't want to get you a ban today, but yeah. So TikTok's funny though. We got half naked girls dancing around to whatever music they want. But if we play one song, you're getting copyright infringement. I mean,
I know, and some of them are naked. Naked.
I know, or you got guys scamming off you that are pretending to be you, and we can't stop them.
I can't get them. I can't get them off.
It's ridiculous. Yep. It's ridiculous. I still think Speedo Fridays for Kevin is the way to go. You're going to get more views on Friday than any of the other days.
You want Bri in a bikini, is what you're saying. Yeah, that's true.
Bikini Fridays for Bri. And she can just sing Dora songs the whole time.
Yep, that's true. Though you're exactly right. That would exactly what would be working.
And she don't even have to make the right calls, and we'll get more views than anything.
Yeah, no, I've actually seen an Asian lady on there. It's like counting fake $100 bills to a fake thing. So like, and then she has like 400 people watching because it's a female. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it.
It's nuts. It's nuts. TikTok is crazy. And then but you get all these idiot kids that they love it. They love the goddamn.
Yep. I don't get it either. Anyone have questions on YouTube for Patrick before we go through our readouts? Anyone at all have questions for Patrick?
We're
So,
shooting through. I'll do the 1 minute, 5 minutes.
yeah, we're going to shoot through
Coming top.
starting at gold, and then it's going to go oil. So I'll call them out for you.
You call them, and I'll switch my charts on my side.
Now I'm going to go ahead and post under 10 minutes.
Hold right on. Now you got SPX. It's coming back up to its line. It's got a gap fill, 1 minute.
Let's end with those, if you don't mind. I want to end with those.
All right, you want to end with those? We'll start with U.S. oil.
No. I want to start with gold. Let me start with gold. Sorry, I have a list up on mine.
Oh,
sorry,
okay,
Patrick.
okay.
Hold on. Let me. I'm looking at three different things. We're going to save this. I'm trying to edit my videos so that I can get it up on TikTok, but that's just not going to work. All right, here we go. Did anyone have any questions? Thank you, Patrick. 5 minutes sell stop to go down, but the 15-minute buy stop is going up. Go back up. This is where I'm confused. Okay, he's asking a question about that, Patrick. Fifth jump.
What's that?
5 minutes sell stop to go down. I don't know what he's talking about. I'm assuming let's just pick US 30 or something or NAS. So NAS 5 minute sell stop, which occurred. And he's saying there's a 30-minute buy stop, which isn't there. He must be in a 1 hour. He must be in a 4 hour. It's a 1 hour. So he must be in a 1 hour.
NAS right now is a beautiful 1 minute sell and a beautiful 5 minute. It's got to come back up, but it's a 1 minute sell.
But he's saying then he gets confused of how to read a 1 minute sell or a 5 minute sell versus that 1 hour buy. He's confused on that. So which one's happened first? I don't know why he's confused.
On the chart, the time frame. People get that confused. You throw everybody for a loop. It's just a higher time frame, people. It's a 1 hour. It's a 1 hour buy. If you're playing the 1 hour chart, it's a 1 hour buy.
So we have rules, and you got to follow the rules. And one of the rules is the 1 minute forms first, then the 5 minute, then the 15-minute, then the 30-minute, and 1 hour, and so on. So fifth jump. If you have a copy of the rules, you need to actually look at those rules and follow them. You shouldn't have that question.
Watch, study the videos. Watch the videos. Watch your training.
How do you know what's right? Well, again, fifth jump. If you had your training video with me, we go over that, and you need to actually follow the rules. Jaron Paul. Good morning, Jaron. Jaron said, did Patrick have previous trading exposure? I wasn't able to sit on the whole interview, Jaron asked. So did you have
very little, very little. I tried a system years ago. I tried a system with my father through the old ways of doing stuff. It was a fun show, it was entertaining, but it was not making any real money. And then I tried, the support resistance, and this is what it's going to do. And look back at the last 3 months, and that didn't work because you could blow right through that line, and then everybody just sits there looking with their shoulders up in the air. Why did it do that? Because the market does what the market wants it. Support resistance only works until it doesn't work, and then nobody has an answer for it. And then don't trade on Fridays, don't trade on Mondays. There's a full moon, don't trade the next day. There's no days left to trade. I mean.
Yep. So
just trade the system. This system is bulletproof. Learn the system. When you make your mistakes, they were your mistakes. They weren't the system mistakes.
Correct.
I misread it or I overthought it, but the system didn't change. It's the same chart all day, every day.
Which means it's non-repainting. Are you familiar with that term, Patrick?
Yeah. I've had a system where little arrows would pop up, and then 2 minutes later, the arrow would change.
Yeah,
these arrows aren't changing.
God, that pissed me off. That was really challenging. It was not.
No, they piss you off because you already placed your order, and now it changed the other way, and now you're like, well, now I just lost. Yeah, money gone.
Yep. All right. Well, I think that's it for the question. Let's go on to gold. Gold, 1 minute, 5 minute. What do you see?
Gold, 1 minute, 5 minute. You got a 5 minute sell. Be very careful. Like today is, but definitely you got 1 minute switched over to a sell. It's coming off the line. We're going down. We used to call it the super safety trade. The first trade after a cross of the blue line was always a great trade. 5 minute going down. 15 minutes, sell stop. Sell stop, sell stop, sell stop. You're filling in a gap on a 15 minute. Want me to keep going in the time frames?
I do, but fifth jump, I think, is a scammer. Fifth jump, do you own the system? Your questions are ridiculous at this point. I'm going to call you out. Are you trying to get free information and not buy the system? Is that it, fifth jump, or are you in the system? And if you're in the system, email me so you can prove it because I don't believe you are. You wouldn't be asking these questions. You said your call outs are good. Bullshit. They're fucking fantastic. And Patrick was 100% today, clear and even dead on. But I just don't understand how you know if it bounces off the blue line it goes through. No, I don't have the system. I knew he didn't. Yeah, fifth jump.
Then buy the.
Yeah,
If you don't have the system, just sit here quiet. Mark on your piece of paper next to you what we're calling, and
yeah.
they're going to come true, buddy. They're going to come true. You will be able to.
What's up, Lisa? That's because you got to buy the system to understand it. Fifth jump. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
no more answers
either
for
you're not
him.
studying enough or you don't want it bad enough.
No, he
But
doesn't
if
have.
you want it
He
bad
doesn't have
enough,
the system,
yeah, you
Patrick.
will watch all the videos until you're. I remember at one time I had a dream and you were in it, Kev. That's how much I and you start to see red and green everywhere you look. I mean, people, you want if you want it bad enough, it will come.
Yeah, he hasn't even bought the system, Patrick. No.
Yeah. And start studying. Just sit there quiet and watch and learn and put down on a piece of paper where we're calling these.
Yes. So, anywho, yeah, I'm done with him now. He's We're not going to explain the system to you. Once you buy the system, well, we're not going to explain the system any more than we have to you. It's color coded. It's easy as fuck. It's green, 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 red, green, green. If you don't understand that, then you have a mental disability, and I can't help you. If you want details of the system, you buy the system, and you will get the details. Matter of fact, at 1 o'clock today, I'm doing my small group training class. Everyone has purchased, and at 2:30 or 2:25 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, there's advanced training, and all the questions are answered in detail in the advanced training. I'm not giving away everything for free on here anymore because the scammers out there are scammers, and I'm done with those idiots. I'm leaving it at that. So I'm done.
Yeah, we can't give away everything, and the scammers are watching. They're in the background watching, and they're taking notes. You know, they want the system, but they want it for free.
Which is insane. All you have to do is take the call, make money, buy the system, and shit. That karma's come back and crush people. Oh my god! Not to mention the two
Me,
lawsuits that they filed
I know at least a half a dozen guys that just played your free calls, made enough money, and bought the system with it. I mean,
Yeah, I'm done. We're getting rid of them.
all right, for gold 1 hour, you might go back up to that blue line. 4 hour sell stop.
Just call it the clear ones.
Your
4 hour sell stop, obviously. What's the daily?
the daily is buy stop. It's a nice buy stop. Put your line above the green and let it come to you. Don't grab it right now.
Okay. U.S.
Put it
oil.
up there and let it come to you.
Awesome. U.S. oil, 1 minute. If it's clear, call it. If it's not clear, don't call it. But I can tell you right now where it's going. So look at U.S. oil, 1 minute, and make sure you pull down.
U.S. oil 1 minute sell. It's not clear. It's not a confirmed.
But it's
five
going to
minute
the
buy.
1 minute sell to the blue line. Okay. 5 minute
1 minute
is
sell to
a
the blue line. 5 minute buy. Put it up above. Let it come to you. 15 minute. You got a gap fill forming, but there's nothing I could call. 30 minute. Same thing. We're outstretched a little bit. It might need to come back to its line before it goes up, but it's a buy. 1 hour. It's going to its blue line. Should have got in that a while ago.
So let's
four
pause
hour.
for a second. I'm going to pause you for a second, and this is unusual, but I see something clearly. So when I go over these with you, and I always call out things like 13 hours ahead, it forms an order. It's a very logical pattern. So if there's a 1 minute buy stop, sure. If there's a 5 minute buy stop that forms, then there's a 15 minute buy stop form, which you can see clearly on oil's 15 minute did it twice, one's a 30. Then you can see the 30 minute buy stop to the blue line form. The next one that will form is a 1 hour. You can clearly see that it broke the box that is now in our thing. So now it's a 1 hour buy stop. It's going to form next. In other words, it may go up touch the blue line right now, but I'll be waiting for this 1 hour to pull back down and form a 1 hour buy stop. Can you see how it went 15-minute buy stop, 30-minute buy stop form? Now we need to have the 1 hour buy stop form. Does that make sense? That's how
100%.
I'm
We
seeing
might
it.
see the 30-minute come back into a red and give you a clean buy, but it's gonna, yeah,
Most
it's
likely it's going
still,
to form a
you're
1 hour
trend is
buy.
your friend.
Well, till it's not. Yes, that 1 hour buy is the next one that will form. It has to, just what it does. That's one of the more advanced ways of looking things. Sorry, you were on 4 hour, by the way, my bad. So the 4 hour is
1 hour, 4 hour. We have a green arrow going up. It could be a dirty sell or it's gonna keep going up. On the daily, you're on a sell. I can't call it, but it's a sell.
yeah. So this would be a 4 hour daily because the daily overrides the 4 hour dirty Bach as it did all the other times. So it is technically a 4 hour dirty sell stop back down to the daily blue line yet again because they keep manipulating the goddamn price of oil. And that's how you would call that. I know that sounds confusing to most people, but it's a 4 hour dirty sell going down to the daily blue line. That's the correct read on that one, if that helps you.
Correct.
Okay. Weekly and monthly.
Weekly, my computer doesn't have the power, but it is a sell stop. Weekly, we got red, red, green. On the higher time frames, you don't need all four.
And what do
And
you
then
see the monthly?
monthly, a monthly buy.
Yes.
They
Correct.
want that buy. You got a gap form. That monthly, I mean, it's going to take a year. It's going to take some time, but yeah.
Okay. Let's head over to XRP. Love me XRP. Been recommending it live since 31 cents. And I do have about $3,000 of it, but not a lot, but enough if it moves big, we can make some money on that one. It is a 1 minute what? If it's clear, if it's not,
1 minute
don't call
sell
it.
stop. It's a 1 minute sell. I can't call it because it's not 100% official, but there is a gap forming on the 1 minute.
Where do
It
you think
went
it's going
down
to go down
through,
to?
flew through its blue line, so the next sell stop could be a good one. Super sell stop, 5 minutes. Sell stop to the blue line, already went down. It's going to go back down, I believe. 15 minutes. Oh, my charger. 15 minutes. Sell start. It's a dirty buy or it's going to be a sell.
Now that's
I
a
have a
buy.
dirty
That's a
buy because
buy.
I have a green, 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 red, but I have a red arrow.
Red arrow is only that first part of your. Don't worry about that arrow. That is not. It's not anything. When you see this one
The
on
30
that, it's literally still a 15-minute buy right now, and
buy.
it is.
Yeah, it's a
And if you
15
look
minute
at the
buy. It's a
30, you
30
can be
minute
clearer
buy.
about it. The 30-minute is absolutely.
1 hour is going to come down. It's going to give you an entry into a buy
So
a little
technically,
early,
it's a
and
one
then
hour,
I have a
4 hour
four
sell
hour
stop because it went
four
up
hour
to the four
sell.
hour line and it's going up and touched it. So that's how I would look at that one. And now it's going to pop back
Right?
down again. Daily, where's it going to? Oh, yet again.
Daily, it's going to give you, it's going back to the blue line. It's
Yep.
going back up higher.
And then, unfortunately, what is the weekly? Do you have enough to see this?
Yeah, I only have lines, but I can see all the red. I can just read the chart. It's a sell stop weekly.
To the blue line. I
And
hope to God we missed this one.
yeah, a monthly buy.
In a month. Yes, sir. Ethereum and Bitcoin trade the same. Bitcoin usually leads the way, by the way, but they're sister brother. They do the exact same chart the exact same way, joined at the hip. So when you call Ethereum, also you can use Bitcoin as a guide. But Ethereum 1 minute,
Ethereum 1 minute is, she dipped way down. We got a gap forming. You can see it go lower. I can't call it 100%, but I'm gonna say it's gonna be a sell. 5 minute, the system's reading it's a buy on the 5 minute, but she dipped way down underneath the blue line. You probably see that going to a sell stop. All those are gonna start to switch over.
and you just called the next one, which was a 15-minute sell. That's why it worked. What you were
15
seeing.
minutes. Oh, that's why. Yeah.
Yeah.
So 15 minute, you had a beautiful sell. If you had plenty of time to get in that. 30 minutes, beautiful sell. It was a dirty sell. Um, beautiful one
Skip it.
hour
Go to the 4 hour and wonder
buy
where the
stop.
sell might be going to.
I have a 1 hour, 4 hour going back to the red, back to the blue line.
The 4 hour is going to
It's
go
just
down. So any 1 minute,
it's
5 minute
just
sell stops with a 4 hour blue line would be a correct call for you. Makes sense?
correct,
Okay.
correct. Daily sell stop. It hit the blue line, keeps dropping,
So
came
daily
back up,
technically
retouch.
is a broken buy,
Weekly,
right?
weekly sell, big time sell.
To the blue line. And monthly,
Monthly, they want to buy. They want to see it go back up.
eventually. Bitcoin, everyone's favorite. Bitcoin, 1 minute. Interesting. What do you see there? Now
Bitcoin,
let's
Ethereum, it's the same chart.
now let's
One
go to
minute
the
drop of the day.
5 minute Ethereum. And did it touch its 5 minute blue line
Yeah,
on Ethereum?
Bitcoin is on
Ethereum.
Ethereum. Ethereum went blue right through its blue line,
So let's
sitting
go back.
underneath it, and it don't look like it wants to come back up.
Let's go back to Bitcoin and see if it has hit its blue 5 minute blue line yet.
Giving you guys a little piece of cake, people.
Yeah, I'm trying to help you and them out to say, maybe we should look for that 1 minute sell stop to the 5 minute blue line on Bitcoin, is what I would say.
Yep, yep. That 5 minutes, it's got quite a ways to go.
Okay. And then what do we see on the higher time frames?
15, sell stop forming, 30 to you're in a buy. It's going to come back down. 1 hour buy stop going to its blue line.
Amen. There you go.
4 hour sell stop going down to its blue line.
Mm-hmm.
Daily showing a buy stop. You could put your order in way up there. I wouldn't trust it because we got our line and we got a weekly sell stop
To the
blue line. I don't have lines, but I'm gonna take to the blue line.
To the blue line, it is. And that buy stop to the blue line, sell stop to the blue line means Bitcoin. I'm not saying it. I hope to God I missed all these weeklies on XRP, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. But if it happens, $9,000 a coin. If it doesn't, then we can look for the monthly, which is a
Sell stop. Oh, the monthly's the buy stop.
buy stop.
Monthly's the buy stop.
All right.
But again, when you get out that far, the big guys are going to move it the direction they want it.
Yep. USD CAD, 1 minute. Did it hit its blue line? I'm laughing because hello. There it is.
Oh boy.
So it was a 1 minute buy, but you can't really call it. But it
1 minute buy. It was beautiful. We weren't busy on that one today. 5 minutes. It's a sell stop. You can put your line underneath, let it come down to you. 15 minutes. Sell stop. You're right up above the line. Gap formed. That's going to be a beautiful sell. 30 minutes. Gap forming. 30-minute sell. 1 hour. You're stretched pretty far away, but you got a gap form and it's going to fill the gap.
But look at this 4 hour. They should have been in this thing, back on 6:15. You should have been in it back on 6:12. So I always refer to this as picking up table scraps. They want us to make a call that should have been done days ago for this trade. You follow, as opposed to, sell stop now and here, but it's really too late. They've
yeah. We're just trying. You're reaching at this point.
Correct.
Yeah, don't you missed the red green? Then just wait for the next red green. Don't chase it. Yeah, if you're newer, don't take any of my calls for real. But it's unless it's a red green and it's a true safety trade, I'm not taking it.
And what is the weekly? Is the weekly correct, or is anyone going to trade a weekly? But a weekly is nice. That's a clear. What is that?
Clear buy stop right now. That's beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's a weekly trade, and no one has patience for that. So
nobody has that. That's a retirement fund. That's going to take you. That's months.
Oh, look, Anthony Villadoza says he's still in that USD CAD trade. Anthony, when did you get into that trade? He got into this USD CAD trade. I vaguely remember.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, so he must have been in that for a while. Good for you, Anthony.
Yeah, you take that 1 hour and you've been holding it since the 13th or the beginning of last week. Oh, you're laughing to the bank.
Yeah, if he did this one on the 1 hour, he would be up 140 points. Well, currently 111. I peaked at 140. Awesome.
Right.
So if he did that, I hope he answers.
Remember, in Forex, there's 100 ticks inside one of those points. I mean, he is way up. He's way up in the green.
First one back here.
You grabbed the first one
here. June 1st. Yeah, he would have been in this one for the blue line. He made a perfect call. Oh my God, he's in a shit. Oh my, hold on, I gotta go to
Oh,
Forex.
he's way up. He's way up.
He's up 360 pips then ish. Oh my God, congratulations, Anthony.
Great job. Great job. Everybody should. That's a beautiful trade. Be like Anthony.
Yep. Amen. USD CAD is done. Let's go to USD Chef. Now, USD Chef is the opposite of ERUSD. So I never call UDCHF, even though it is a call. We're going to skip it. We're going to go to ERUSD, which is the opposite. I got sick and tired of trying to explain it to you guys, but they are a beautiful. If you ever wanted to trade two pairs, look on the hourly slash 4 hour daily, even 15 minutes. You'll see ERUSD, the opposite. And it is so freaking scary how opposite they are. Look, one's a sell stop and one's a
Same one.
so
Oh,
I don't
it,
understand.
it,
People should take advantage of these two pairs, but they do not. It drives me nuts how they don't. It's like one is validating the other. The only thing better is QQQ and TQQ, or sorry, SQQ, where they're actually literally physically the opposites. They're only one more accurate. But on these higher time frames, you're going up to 4 hour dailies, you'll literally see ERUSD as a buy stop, and you will literally see USD Chef as a sell stop. Pull it up. USD Chef daily, one daily, each candle's a day, sell stop, Chef. ERUSD, buy stop to the blue line. Called it out the other day. I'm in this trade. The ERUSD trade should generate up about a couple hundred pips for me. But it's easy. So
it just tells you. It just tells you how rigged these markets are.
yeah,
Just it's one more reason that you should know in the back of your head that hey, big guys, this is monopoly for them.
yep,
This is
it
a
is
board game.
real
This is
life.
a board game, and we're just players of their game.
Anthony Villalobos said that he's up 465 pips.
Fantastic, great job, Anthony. Great job. Wait, patience, patience. He didn't get nervous. He didn't get scared. He saw the charts. The charts read it, and he stuck with it. And they're still
How
reading it.
I know, right? Um,
Yeah.
how is ERUSD 1 minute looking? It's kind of happening. Make it right here.
1 minute sell stop. But I would not be surprised if you see it go up to the blue line. But no, it's definitely a 1 minute sell stop if you're
Okay.
scalping. 5 minute sell stop, fill in the gap. I can't call it clean, but it's a 5 minute fill in the gap. 15 minute. Oh, these stupid this computer sucks. 15 minutes sell stop, 30 sell stop. It's not clean yet. Give it some time. It will be clean. 30 minutes. I got a red arrow saying it's going to go back. If you got an arrow, 30 minutes is a buy stop. 1 hour is a buy stop.
Wow, crisp buy stop. But where is
Yeah,
that
1 hour is a
4 hour?
crisp and clean.
Where is that 4 hours? Is the 4 hour too close, too far away, or just right for that 1 hour buy stop? If you have to confirm it on the 4 hour, which you're supposed to do 1 minute, 5 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hour, blah, blah, blah. So if we're comparing these two, which we can do live, I forgot. Hold on, let's do ERUSD over here. Let's make this a 4 hour on the left. Let's go to the 1 hour. So when we compare our live stuff right here, this is what you're seeing. So right now, would you consider, if you can see my charts on there, would you consider that ERUSD 4 hour close enough to its green line, or is it too far away from the 4 hour buy stop?
Oh, everything last week got stretched. It got stretched way up there. So you could see that ERUSD 1 hour come down to that blue line. But what I'm looking at is I have a buy stop 1 hour. I would set it up out of the way. Don't let them get you wicked in. If it's going to go down to the blue line, it's going to go. But the 4 hour, I do have a gap form on my bullshit detector saying that it could turn and start just keep going.
It could, but if you want to be ultra conservative, I would let this come back. I would put a little bit, like I'm in the
Yes.
trade
Oh,
already,
yeah. Yeah.
a little
For
bit,
sure.
but I would let this
Everything got
come
so
back down.
stretched last week. All the 4 hours are too far away from anything to grab them.
Okay, that's all I'm saying. So there's a safety trade here, and it's a very good safety trade. Is it as good as the fill in the gap before? No. Is it as good as the fill in the gap before that? No. Is it as good as the actual 1 hour buy stop before that to the blue line, the 1 hour buy stop to the blue line? No, because those were all kissing the 4 hour green line, the over underline. You see that? So those are better.
Correct.
Now this one is way up here. You can take it, but be careful. Is Patrick right? Oh, it can go up. It can fill in the gap. Absolutely, 100% it can. It can also drop down, back down to where this original was, which would be 75 pips down, which I would prefer to do, and then re-enter again on the trade is what I would prefer to do. But again, I'm very, very conservative.
For
Make
sure.
sense?
You want to be conservative. Let these 4 hours. These 4 hours are all so stretched. They got to come back. They
Okay.
got to come back.
What's our daily ERUSD?
Buy stop. Buy stop. We just missed it by a couple days. You would have been in that. You would have been happy. It's going to the blue line.
Yep. Weekly.
Weekly. I got a sell stop. It's
Go.
red, green.
And
It's
going
definitely a
down, if
sell
you
stop.
can't see it, it's a fill in the gap down to the monthly blue line. I don't know if you have your monthlies. Why I interrupt?
Yeah, no, I don't have mine. And it's weekly and monthly. I don't have mine.
Okay, so that is a weekly sell stop to the monthly ERU USD blue line. Okay. Let's skip ahead to SPX. We're getting into the big three.
All right.
1 minute.
Now it's time. Everybody's fan favorite. SPX, it's people, they graduate from demo and they graduate from their 18 out of 20 and then they forget about SPX. But
Still
SPX,
beautiful.
it moves nice. It moves beautiful. Collect your couple pips and be happy.
Yep.
SPX, 1 minute, sell stop. SPX, 5 minutes, sell stop, possibly fill in the gap, sell stop, but you can't call it. It's too early to call.
Okay, again,
15 minutes.
let's pause for a second, Patrick, so everyone can see this. Let's go to live. The very first true sell stop happened after that arrow formed our logo, told us to come down the bullshit indicator. So it happened right here at what we called, I believe, 1717. So 1717 is when this first one happened ish. Well, when that happened, I'm sorry, let me plus PX over here. When that happened on SPX right here, you can see where it happened, which is kind of far away from the 5 minutes. So I'm going to scoot us back in time. We're going to see the dirty sell stop at 1557. And that was an extremely good sell stop, even though it was dirty, because of the simple fact of if you look at the 5 minute, you can see our logo formed on the 5 minute. Actually, a little bit earlier, it formed one. The second time it did it from there. It was up against the over underline, the green over underline on the 5 minute. Do you see how that looks, Patrick?
Yes.
And you see how close, if I peg up to here, you can see it kissed the green line, that over underline on the 5 minute. It went straight down there.
Came up and kissed and just dropped out.
It is a much better sell stop than either of these that are further away from the 5 minute green line. Make sense?
For sure.
That's all. I'm just trying to point out these are true. You'll make some money.
We're calling stuff, but people, if you're not comfortable, let it form a true safety. It might not form today at all. It might form tomorrow. It might form tomorrow night. Who knows when? But it'll come back and reform.
Yep. That's exactly. I'm just trying to point out there's good safety trades that are going to make a little money, maybe a pip or two. Then there's way better ones that are just perfection when they form on that. And the true safety trade has to be confirmed with D on the higher time frame. That's all. All right. So you were on 5 minute and then 15 minute, I think, Patrick. So 15 minute.
5 minute, like I said, you possibly go see a fill in the gap, sell stop, 15 minute. I'm zoomed way out. I can't call nothing on it. It's probably going to be more of a sell stop. It's stretched far away from its green line. 30 minute. I do have a buy stop. 31 hour.
But it's not
I would
anymore.
play the 30 minute. I would play the 30 minute buy stop, 1 hour buy stop.
Right. Technically, it's always the higher time frame. So that would be a 1 hour buy stop. It overrides the 30 minute. It would override that. It's the latest.
Yeah, put your line up there, and if it comes up and gets you, then it's going to go up. And just have patience. It might not happen today. 1 hour buy stop, 4 hour. I can't call it, but it's going to be a fill in the gap buy stop. We are still stretched, though. The 4 hour stretch, the daily stretched way up there. Can't call nothing on the daily, weekly, skyrocketing, monthly, fill in the gap buy stop.
Okay. What about NAS? Excellent calls, by the way. Thank you, Patrick. I hate to interrupt you, but I'm trying to give everybody learning lessons while we do this. That's all. So NAS?
No. NAS, 1 minute, sell stop. Put it down. If it comes down, you're in it. 5 minutes, sell stop, fill in the gap. I can't call it. It's not official, but it's a fill in the gap. 15 minute, can't call nothing. Possibly see it go lower. 30 minute, buy stop. It might be a dirty buy. We have an arrow that's throwing us off. 1 hour, buy stop, put it up above the line. If you get in it, you're good. 4 hour, fill in the gap. You got a big gap formed. Either it's going to come back. I want to see everything come back to the line. It might not come back. Daily, we're stretched. Can't call nothing. Monthly or weekly buy. Monthly. Look at that. If you would have got in that monthly, what are we at? Holy Jesus, 53,200. No, 35,321 pips on a monthly.
Well, yeah, it could have been 2,700. Could have been a little earlier. Entry on my one trade on my other account. I'm up 1,700 pips, so I got in a little bit late. But I'm up
1,700 pips. That's beautiful. That is ridiculous.
But that is a clear and distinct. What is that? Monthly buy. Let's go back to the daily. Look at the daily. Do you see this completely clear and distinct daily buy stop? And that's what Patrick is saying. If you'd have got into that one, you'd be up 29, almost 3,000 pips from a daily buy stop. Clear as day.
From the clear day, people.
Right? Thank you, Patrick. One last one to do. US 30, 1 minute.
I'm stretching on that. There we go. US 30. Sorry, coach. US 30, sell stop, 1 minute, 5 minutes. I got my charts all messed up. 1 minute, sell stop, 5 minute. You might get still a gap, sell stop. It's too early to call it.
But it's already hit its blue line and it's too far away from its over under green.
Yeah, it's already hit its blue line. It's too far away. It's stretched out. We'd like to see it come back with this gap forming. It might just keep dropping. 15 minute, can't call nothing.
But it was a what?
30 minute.
But it was a what on the
15 minute was a sell stop. It was a beautiful sell stop off the line. You had a confirmed 15 minute sell stop this morning. 30 minutes, the dirty sell. You're going to see things start to switch around. 1 hour, you can put your line up there, the buy stop, let it come up to you.
But where is it going to most?
You might get 4 hour to come back down and get it.
Yeah, it's going to come down for that. But why is it going to come down and form the 4 hour buy stop? Is because the 50 minute already formed it, 30 minute already formed it, the 1 hour already formed multiples of it, and now you're waiting for the 4 hour to come down and form a true, because you can see our logo, the A's underneath, B, the up arrow, C has to happen. C means this indicator right here, the bullshit indicator, has to turn red while all the other indicators stay green. Until this happens, you have to honor the sell stops until this occurs. Then look for the buy stops no matter what, because it isn't far enough down. It's touched the blue, the over underline before the green line up 4 hour. It hasn't formed it. So I'm trying to beat it into everyone's head that it forms logically. 15 minute, 30 minute, 1 hour, 4 hours. So I'm literally going to be calling a sell stop until it gets down to this line. And even then, I want to see this bullshit detector indicator turn red right here. When it does, it'll be a huge buy stop at that point for us. That's
correct. Okay. Correct. And people, that's the patience to wait for that to happen is what people are having. Like, oh, I got to get in. You don't got to get in anything. Just wait for a true safety trade.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You might miss these gap fills. It happens. You're going to miss one or two, but wait for this true safety trade. It's your safest trade.
That's why it's called the perfect set. People crack me up that someone has trade every other one thing and they don't even master the perfect one.
Yeah, well, and I did too in the beginning. I would have been in that and already lost once or twice. So you got a 4 hour gap fill. I'd love to see it come down. I'd love to see it come down. Going through safety trade. You're gonna need the daily to come back down too. We're stretched way up there. If you had got in that, I don't know what was it, beginning or the middle of May. The middle of May, you had a great daily entry. Weekly, you're going up. Monthly, you got a gap filled, and now she's gonna keep going up.
I think that's perfect call out. Does anyone have any questions for Patrick? Talking to Patrick, one of our members this morning. He just made a whole shit ton of call outs. By the way, Do you see how if you do that on a regular basis, you can kind of get fast with it, see things, start looking ahead at other chart times, see if the 1 hour is confirming that 5 minute, that 4 hours, stuff like that. Are you seeing that? Because the more times you make these call outs, Patrick, the better you're going to be. Does that make sense?
For sure, without a doubt, without a doubt. You got to flip through your charts, see what you see. If you don't see it, don't take it. I'm just flipping through stuff now. You got odd CAD 1 hour buy stop. Going to go down to the blue line maybe first. Uh, it's a buy stop. I mean,
But the
you
more
just flip through
times
the charts.
he reads these charts like this, the better Patrick will see every chart. So when people are back to
Yeah,
say, "Oh, I only trade ER USD. I only trade gold. I only trade," well, okay, that's true. But if you start seeing these
that's
other charts, you're going to see different things with gold. You're going to see different things with ERUSD. It's just a help. That's all I can say. Big help
yeah,
to do it.
for sure. For sure. If you're struggling with the big ones and they move too fast and they're wicked, go down to the Forex. Go down to the Forex. Things are slower. They don't chop as much. I have a 15-minute odd gap still in the gap right now. It's probably going to come up to the line and give you a true safety trade. I mean, there's a lot of symbols. Look at all of them. Don't just stick to the big ones.
I 100% agree with you, Patrick. And I can't thank you enough. I think we're great stuff, Patrick. Thanks for coming on, says Jason L. Jason L, you got to come on next, brother. Thanks, Patrick, says Scott Williams. All right. Anybody else has anything for Patrick? Patrick, do you have anything for anybody else? Did I help you out a little bit? I was trying to, when I was correcting and going in there, you were doing fantastic. I was just not, just tweaking things, you saying things perfectly. But I'm trying to give you a little help since you're on here helping everybody. I'm trying to give you some thoughts that are going through my mind as I see the same trade. Make sense?
Yeah, oh, for sure. No, people, please buy the system, study the system, learn the rules, follow the rules,
Yeah.
and just have some patience. It will all click. It's just a matter. Some people clicks in a day. Some people clicks in the 10-minute training video. It could take you 3 years if you're still 1 year shorter than going to college.
Amen. I've never had anyone take over 4.5 months, by the way. So 5 months,
No,
maybe.
no. But people are going to learn at a different pace. But when it does click, it's just going to click, and you're going to be like, oh my god. And do good with your money. Give some away. Give some to the guy at the end of the bar. Buy him a drink. I buy my crew lunch at least a couple times a month, if not once a week. If I have a crazy trade and I just want an extra $300 I didn't expect, I buy the whole crew pizza wings, and 2 liters. I mean, just do good with your money. Do good for people.
Amen.
Take care of Kevin and Bree. Bree's back there. She works harder than any of us know. She emails and she lines up and she gets your indicators for you. She deals with
Amen.
all your silly questions. I mean, it's a great system. I can't thank Kevin enough for not keeping it to himself. Uh, and Discord, if you get in Discord, you know, be mindful. Don't ask silly questions that you can answer yourself by watching a video. But the Discord, a great group of guys helping each other, calling out calls, calling out symbols. It's a great system, people.
Thank you, Patrick. You're a great, great man, Patrick. And thanks for coming on again.
All right. Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me. Everybody enjoy the day. Don't overtrade. I'll talk to you later.
All right. God bless, Patrick. Thank you, buddy. All right. Bye bye.
Thank you.
And that was Patrick. Kick ass. He's my second time interviewer or person. Awesome, Patrick. Yay, Patrick. Congratulations. Thanks for coming on and helping everybody out. Showing them that just anybody can learn the system. He had a little trading experience before, but that didn't harm him as much as some people it does. You have to unlearn everything you know about trading, and relearn the correct way. That's what you have to do. Some of the trades you're looking at are from this morning, and then some of them are from Friday. It all depends on which trade is on the bottom from Friday. I'm going to buy my brother's dad code. Nice, Scott Williams. Congratulations, Scott. That's the way to do it. And then, Scott, teach them it. You have to buy it, unlearn what you think you know about trading, relearn the correct way to trade, which is the system, and then teach the system. That's why with Patrick or Scott, if you want to come on, let me know. Or Larry, if you want to come on, or Cameron, if you want to come on, or Jaron or Kimberly, if you want to come on again. She was so sweet to come on one time. Let me know because I love to have Lisa. You can come on. Once you start teaching the system to someone, you master the system. So you buy it, you unlearn everything you thought you knew about trading, relearn the actual system, and then you teach the system to master it. I'm repeating that because it's that important. Thanks again, Patrick. Congratulations, Patrick. Freaking answer the calls. I believe every call Patrick made today was 100% correct, by the way. Maybe I'm wrong. I could have swore that at least 2 or 3 of the calls he made early on were happening right before your very eyes. Just a perfect job, Patrick. No, Cameron, it's not once you get as good as Pat with calling out trades, like I said. That's not true. You want to come on now so that you get as good as Patrick, Cameron. You don't wait for it. You do it. Let's see. Anthony is saying. Anthony is, Anthony is saying 1 minute to the blue line buy stop. Yeah, absolutely. And then it's going to form. It is. And it is a 5 minute, 15-minute sell stop. I do believe we had a nice clear. Yeah, and then it's a 1 hour buy stop. So again, I'm leery because it's way up here. I'm not saying it's not going to go up and make hundreds of pips. I'm already in the trade. So I'm already in this trade. I'm good. I'm up 60 pips and I have a big profit of 20 pips. And I was as high as 117 pips up. So I still very much believe this trade is going to go up. But yeah, you can very easily see what it's going to do. That 1 minute up, you're in the profit on. 5 minute sell stop. It's come back down below here. Excellent call, Anthony. And anybody that wants to come on, whether you're in the system, whether you have the system or not, just email us over and I will have you on as a guest host. You don't have to stay as long. You can stay 15 minutes, 10 minutes on. Patrick just had time today, so which I can't, again, I can't thank Patrick for that. Awesome. All right. Well, you guys have your call outs. You have everything that you need to make some money, Lord willing. It's a Juneteenth. Happy Juneteenth Day again. Happy Father's Day to everybody over the weekend. Hope you all had a blast. I think I'll be on later this afternoon after I'm done with some training. I got the 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. New beginners will be in that class. And do not email us for 1 second. I already deleted someone's message. The advanced training is inside your type form and is actually at 2:25 this afternoon. It'll start sharp at 2:25 Eastern Standard Time, and you will get an email to that. So don't ask. You'll get it about 5 to 10 minutes before it happens. Do not ask us for that. Do not dare write me telling Bree that. I will delete your message. Don't ask. All right. Well, with that in mind, I'm done. T Mark, yes, I see that. Here at these kids. Yep. Kev, you need to rest. I actually got 8 hours of sleep. I'm thrilled. I did my cardio this morning. I'm going to do it. Anywho, all right, guys. Everyone have a great night. A great day. I will see you later this afternoon, most likely. God bless. Talk to y'all later. Oh, that was nice. Kick fucking ass. Calls, but no,